Do you think that was added later?
Where does it say in any of the Gospels that this is just a literary device? Your theory.
Why would it say, "Hey, this is a literary device"? That's not how
I don't know. Why would you think it? Because you
I
want
gave you
to
the
think
reasons.
it.
I gave you the reasons why. He tells them they discover the tomb and they want to run away afraid. Why think that means that they went and told Peter? Where does Mark say that?
Well, clearly Mark knows.
That's an argument from silence, for sure.
No, you're presenting a case that it should be evident.
And Peter
that
wasn't
Mark
at the
had the idea
crucifixion.
that they told
Peter
Peter
had flaws. Peter had flaws. He wasn't
Okay,
at the crucifixion.
let's not pivot, right? The story says they run away afraid. Why are we taking the interpretation that Mark had the idea?
Well, that's the traditional interpretation, because obviously the other evidence is that they told people. And all four Gospels say Mary Magdalene was there.
When does Mark say that?
And told people. Well, in the ending that is disputed, he says it.
That's not Mark. That's someone else adding to Mark's story, right?
Well, that's your theory, yeah, possibly.
Okay, so how do you know Matthew's not adding to Mark's story too?
Well, I would also look at it the way you just said, just copy, and that's sort of just extreme because you're just motivated reasoning. What they also did was endorse it. As Luke said, he talked to all the eyewitnesses, and he's not going to just copy it unless he's checked it out, which is he claimed to have done as a physician, a scientist, basically. And he basically endorsed Mark's story, and they added to it. He fixed some of Mark's Greek, which was not so good.
Yeah,
and so.
Do you think there's any instances where they redacted Mark to make theological points in which they disagree with Mark on?
Perhaps. I think Luke made some changes, I think, to reflect a different view of the coming annihilation in 70 AD. Yes.
So I didn't
Matthew does the same when he talks about the relationship between the Holy Spirit and Jesus. But okay, fine.
I think it's
So hold on. So we have an author, right, who's using a source, who, obviously has a certain respect for the source. He's trying to keep some of it intact and use it word for word. But when it comes to a point where he wants to differ from the source, he has no issue making theological changes and no issue making changes to the source because he does it elsewhere. So we have the story of an empty tomb that the woman discover. And Mark presents it as the woman discovered the tomb and ran away afraid. But Matthew has the woman discovering the tomb and running and telling the apostles. And the question is, why think that Matthew's just not adding it to Mark? You haven't presented a reason to think that he's not.
I think it's also possible that the original ending was lost to Mark, which would have covered a lot of this. It's certainly possible. And I think it's fine, sir. I think it's great that you have your own theories about literary devices and stuff like that, but you present them like they're fact, and it's just your opinion, which of course you're entitled to.
Yeah, it's the opinion of the thread of scholarship I agree with.
His favorite guy.
Of course.
The scholarship that's becoming more popular every year.
The scholarship that's anti-supernatural. You go with the fringe.
That has nothing to do with being anti-supernatural.
Yeah. You presuppose. I was gonna ask you a question. What's your take on? So Mark's gospel has the unique feature of when Jesus's speeches and parables are given, the linguistic structure changed, reflecting like an actual translation from like literal Aramaic to Greek, rather than some like Greek tradition. If you said that whoever wrote Mark, like some type of Paul, you said like he was.
That's what I mentioned. The Aramaic.
Instances where Mark has Jesus speak in Aramaic, but what does Mark do right after that?
No. That's not what I'm talking about. So they say.
Give me an example of what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I'll try to explain it. If Jesus gives a parable, so in Aramaic it would have like this like flow. It'll flow like, he did this and that and this and that. Like it'll have like a structure that it only makes sense in Aramaic, right? But when you translate it to Greek, it gets kind of like discombobulated.
That's what we're
But
talking about, J. Rob. We're talking about the Aramaic, the Greek.
yeah,
It looks
but
awkward. It's awkward.
no. Sir is saying the time that Jesus spoke in Aramaic, and then
Mhm.
Mark translates it and says, Jesus said this in Aramaic, which means this. That's what Sir's referring to, right?
Yeah, well, give me an example of
Yeah.
this Aramaic to Greek.
But that's evidence that Mark got it from Peter because Peter would have given it in Aramaic.
Wait, give me an
Right.
example though. Give me an example of the kind of stuff you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. So they're saying, so the scholars are saying like just the parable, like pretty much mainly the parables, if I'm not mistaken, and like the Sermon on the Mount and stuff. It
Well,
has
the
a
Sermon on the
flow.
Mount's not in Mark, so why
Okay,
are we
okay. I'm
talking
sorry.
about it right now?
Yeah,
It's
like
Matthew.
mainly his parables and his long speeches. They have this reflection of Aramaic like
Well, if you
origin.
have a specific example, I'll be happy to look into it. Fuller's making this argument.
Yeah. This is from scholarship. Hold on.
Like, give me an example of a parable that only makes sense if it was originally in Aramaic or whatever you're trying to say.
Coco, who's the judges for this debate, Lil Brown?
When does the debate start? At 4? You're on mute, Coco.
Coco, we can't hear you, buddy.
Oh, we couldn't get any judges for this debate, and the debate starts in 4 minutes.
Wait, sir, would you like to be a judge?
No, fuck no.
Okay. Like I'd judge out, but like you need 3 judges. So I'm saying like if somebody in here wants to be a judge, I'll be a judge.
Then I have to. Sorry, then I have to listen to the whole debate, and I got stuff to do, and I don't. I don't know these. I don't know any of these two very, very well. Also, I don't know either of them, but I'm sure it's going to be a good debate. But
Sir, you could have just said that this was a low tier debate. Like,
Also,
you didn't
I
have
don't
to,
know.
like,
I didn't. That's not what I meant. I don't know them.
I don't know how to do a poll on my PC, so like I gotta figure this shit out.
Bro, just let me be the one true supreme authority and let me vote for whoever I think wins.
That's
J. Rob, just message me the example. I'm going to hop off here. Just message me an example, and I'll look into it and tell you what I think. I gotta go.
All right, we'll see you, sir.
I figured it out. I figured out how to do it. Okay, I know how
Okay,
to do a
drop a
poll for
poll.
my PC.
Yeah, drop a poll. Red is if Sear's a good debater. Blue if Sear's a good debater. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, well, we can do a test run really quick.
Okay.
Quick poll. So everyone in here, click the smiley face if Seer is a good debater. Click the crying emoji if Seer is not a good debater. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait, shit. Is it gonna work or not? Start. Okay, there we go. Click red if Seer is a good debater. Click crying if Seer is not a good debater. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. There's 15 people in the live. Share the live out to whoever you think might be interested. Let's try to see if we can get as many people in here as possible. That would really help the project. I do want to get a lot of people for this debate. But yeah, we're about to start the debate. It's going to be Volcy versus Bundy B.A.A.S.H on America Was Never Great. Volcy is taking the America Was Never Great position, while Bundy B.A.A.S.H is arguing that America was great at some point. It's going to be a formal debate. These guys have been yelling at each other on Facebook, and it's been very heated. But today, they're about to settle the score on this panel. Who is the better debater? Who has the better arguments? They're about to settle this right now. And it's always good to see people beef and then finally settle it, to get to the stage, and let's show the world who's the better debater.
It's obviously me because we won by vast majority. 4 people think I was a good debater. That's all I need.
Oh, base. Wait, I can't even see the results of the poll. Like, I don't even know what the results are. Okay, so somebody's gonna have to screenshot the results of the poll from the audience. Actually, you know what? No, I got it. I know exactly how to do it. I know exactly what I'm gonna be doing. I can use one of my third accounts on my phone. But yeah, let me get the people up. Let's see.
Wait, can I see up here while the debate happens, or are you gonna ban me like a God ban thing?
Low key, since I have no judges, yeah, as long as you don't make noise. But yeah, if you don't say anything, then you should be good. Volcy, I see Volcy in the comments. He's ready. He's ready to go. I hope I get a lot of people. TikTok doesn't push out PC streams. I hope I get a lot of people. Like, I really want a lot of people to show up. But if not, we'll run the show. We'll do what we got to do, and we'll try again later.
Wait, do they actually not push PC streams or what?
PC streams struggle in compared to like going live on your phone. I think if you go live on your phone, like it gets pushed way more. But if you guys can, tap your screens, like the live, share it with like anybody who's interested in politics. We're about to get started. Here, I should be sending it out to Bundy Bay.
Wait, who's taking a positive and who's taking the negation?
Volcy is taking the affirmative and Bundy Bay is taking the negation. Let me see. But Volcy, you can join the panel if you want. The winner is going to be decided by audience vote. We couldn't find any judges for this debate, so it's going to be decided by audience vote. Let's see.
I told you I could judge, guys. Come on. I can be the one true supreme authority, just like the Pope.
Let's see. Bundy Bay. There we go. I found him. Okay, I'm sending Bundy Bay an invite. I know. Look, I know that judges are necessary, but again, like, I mean, it's hard to find people who are willing to volunteer to be judges for the debate. So
K-Mez volunteers, I volunteer, and so does.
just wait, K-Mez, would you actually judge it? No, but deadass, like, yeah, we could work something out.
Of course, K-Mez would judge it.
Actually, okay, anyone in the comments right now? Oh no, take your time, Volcy. We're waiting for Bundy Bay as well. Anyone in the comments, if you want to judge this debate, just say so, and I can let you up. You can join the panel and judge the debate, as long as you know relatively. Well, I mean, judge their debate skills. Okay,
I gotta come on my they're both okay, but come up on the offer. I'm already a judge. I'm default judge, guys. Y'all are low tier.
Okay, yeah, Seer, you can be a judge, and then K-Miz will be a judge. And then we need a third one. We need a third judge. But I hope I hope a lot of people show up. I hope this debate doesn't slump.
Prince can come up here. I can get Prince. I can get Joel. Well, here, we'll invite Joel, see if he wants to be a judge.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if this disciple guy.
It's me, K-Miz.
Okay,
What's
bet.
good?
Yo, K-Mez, is that your LARPer account?
No, man. Well, yeah, sometimes, man. Both my K-Miz accounts so hit right now, so I had to come on this one.
Followed by many, follower of one. Yeah, this guy's a fucking LARPer.
Amen.
Let's see, am I a mod? Okay, hold on.
Thought K-Mez turned Christian for a minute.
Make a mod. I'm gonna make my account a mod. But yeah, Volcy, take your time. Manage access.
Okay, I'm gonna invite
Manage yes. And guest main accounts. Confirm. Okay, I wonder if I can move people. Can I move people?
Followed by many with 7 followers. That's crazy, K-Mez. I don't know who K-Mez is. That's not K-Mez.
I wonder if I can. First 2 spots, but I can't for some reason. Okay, I hope like
I can drop and request in the second box.
Oh, shoot! Try doing that.
Alright, but
And then okay, bet that works.
Dorime Christos así Dorime. Yeah, Prince, get up here. Dorime.
Yeah, Prince, you want to judge a political debate?
Christos Anesti. Christos Anesti. Christos Anesti. Christos Anesti. My bad. I'm making this into a new congregation.
Okay, yeah, I bet. So it'll be disciple, seer, and prince. Okay, so if you don't know much about politics, just judge them based off of their debate skills, like whether they were able to cite sources, make good points, rebuttal the opponent's points, and make a convincing case for their side and why their side is more probable than the other person's side. But yeah, judge their debate skills. But if you do know the material, judge the material as well.
Hard
And,
R,
yeah.
hard R, hard R.
What's up, Prince?
Hey, what's up, Prince? How are you doing, buddy?
But yeah.
Wait, excuse me. Who are you, brother? Now let me.
That's
let me
crazy work.
Right. So I just got egoed. GG.
I'm gonna share this out to everybody.
We got our 3 judges. We're the big 3.
Who's disciple? Is this somebody on another account?
Disciples
It's
came
me,
as.
K-Miz.
Okay, Miz. What's good, brother?
Yeah, man, I'm chilling, man. How you doing, bro?
Big ups, Cat. Big ups.
You wanna hear
Everyone's
some
got hit right now, man. Everyone's on their oats. What's going on
You
with
want to hear?
TikTok?
You want to hear some good news? Mr. Dream Chaser.
Yeah, what's good? What's up, big bro? What's up, group leader?
K-Mez just turned Christian. He just announced it. So
What?
Crazy
Amen.
work.
Say
Amen.
you
Okay.
swear, Cat.
nah, I'm just
He's
kidding.
laughing, man. He's laughing.
I'm laughing.
That'd be funny as shit, though.
That would be on my mother.
W Lark.
Imagine K-Mez debating all of his little friends and buddies, bro. That'd be funny.
I ain't gonna lie, K-Miz is no different. No cap. If he was a theist, easy, no diff.
K-Mez, you need a LARP one day. Go live one day and just be like, I've turned Christian to each one of your friends and debate them, please.
I do all the time, to be fair. I mean, not like on that serious note, but I love like playing devil's advocate. Quick modal ontological argument. Boom.
You said quick modal ontological argument.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I ran nomological harmony for the first time yesterday or the day before. I think I did pretty good. Like Fluxy even said I did good. So
Yeah, I like those arguments, to be fair. Nomological harmony is a good one.
I'm just gonna bring out my inner shark. And I'm gonna bring out my inner shark, and I'm gonna somehow, by definition, trick you into believing that God exists.
nah, Shark is actually the best.
Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. One day I was in Shark's live, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna see what he got. You know, because I'm like, I'm curious. I'm gonna see what he got. I'm not gonna lie, bro. He sat there for like 30 minutes breaking down definitions, and at the end of it, he was like, "Okay, so now you have a necessity with some type of agency and intouchability, and now it's eternal. Therefore, God exists." I'm just like, "What the fuck? How do you do that, bro?"
You did that you went on an alt account?
No, I didn't go up there. No, I was watching as a guest.
Oh, okay. Type shit. Coco, Volcy is your friend, right?
Yeah.
That might be like, this might sound a little racist. When I saw you up there with him, I was like, oh, type shit. Not me, because like, I was like, oh, Coco probably friends with this dude, because I don't see you going too many atheist lives that you aren't friends with.
Oh yeah, I try to collab with like many different people, but like I'll be busy like doing my own projects. But I do need to collab with like more people in the community.
Yo, the judges are voting that we need to get fucking Bundy Bay in here before I start crashing out.
It's only going to be 3 judges?
Yeah, unless like
No,
if there's anybody in the audience who wants to judge this debate and you are highly intellectual and mature and you can judge a debate, you can judge debaters' performance as well as relatively know the material, feel free to let me know and I will bring you up. 5 is the most amount of judges that I'll do, but 3 is the minimum.
Okay. And then just to make sure that I have a clear understanding, when it comes to America, will they explain their burdens when they have their openings?
I hope so.
Okay.
How long is the opening statement? How long is the closing? We're judging by debate skill and substance, rhetoric.
Yeah, so it's going to be an 8-minute opener, a 5-minute rebuttal period, 2 rounds of 7-minute cross-examinations, and 5-minute closers.
Who the fuck do you think they are? This is like some Stanford style debate, bro.
Oh, I mean, this is what they wanted.
All right, bro.
I'm expecting to see some crazy arcs then. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna write down each of their points, and then at the end of it, I'm gonna debunk both of them, and I'm gonna be the ultimate winner.
That's actually what I'm gonna do. I'll probably right now I'll make a document for each of them, and I'll just write down what they both talk about.
But yeah, so far we got 18 people in here. If you can, guys, continue to like your live. We're going to start the debates pretty soon. Just bear with us. We do got Volcy in here. We're just waiting for Bundy Bay, and like we'll be good to go. I sent him an invite, but Volcy, if you can, send him an invite. Everybody, you see his username on the screen. Send him an invite. Send Bundy Bay an invite.
Forrest, you're so blessed that I'm not on my main account because I'd block you off of Coco's page. No cap.
Why would you do that?
I just, I don't like those kinds of
Okay,
people
hold
in
on,
my
hold on, hold on.
spaces.
Let's get better judges. Deathless. Dark Dog. Yeah, bro.
Nah,
Fucking
Priest
block
of Mars
Deathless.
would be a great judge.
Priest, I wouldn't trust Priest of Mars to babysit my children.
Bro, he's gonna be like, he's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's
like,
a good
"Where's the
decision.
break on that?" But what about Tag?
Coco or Volcy, what is his ethnicity? I don't know what that flag is.
Volcy?
Yeah.
I don't remember. But he's African. He might be Nigerian. I think he's a little bit Nigerian.
I thought he was, but I didn't want to say that and then like actually be racist because earlier I said I wasn't trying to be. So.
I'm Nigerian. And I know Volcy's told me before, but like my memory is getting shit. Oh, he's Haitian.
Oh, Haitian type shit. Parlez-vous français, Volcy?
Why can't
Je
I
m'appelle Dominique. Comment ça va?
Why can't I hear anything? Oh, wait, you can't hear anything? Wait,
Well, apparently Volcy can hear us. So swipe out and swipe back in, Mars.
Yeah. I'm checking YouTube. YouTube seems pretty good. Oh, okay. Mars can hear us. YouTube seems pretty good. So oh, by the way, everyone, we're broadcasting to TikTok and we're also broadcasting to YouTube. So this debate is going to be happening on my channel on YouTube, and I'm also broadcasting it to the Black Atheist Coalition channel. So you can check that out. Anyone who is African American and atheist, if you want to join the Black Atheist Coalition Discord, hit up Volcy. He can give you like a link to join, and yeah, we're broadcasting there as well. So, but yeah, just a couple minutes, guys. Just chill, hang with us for a little bit, and we'll get this debate started. We're just waiting on the opponent. Bundy Bay needs to get up in here. We told him what the time was. I think we did.
Yo, Coco, I'm about to switch real quick back to my main account because I don't got coins on this one. I'm gonna give you some popular votes and shit to get the live up.
Hell yeah! Should I set a new live goal? I mean, my live goal is like
the live goal is send me all of y'all's money.
No, the live goal is empty your wallets. Send it all to me. No, I'm kidding. But
no, send it to me.
But yeah, thank you for the gifts. I do appreciate it. The gifts I do. I flush them out into my PayPal and I use it to fund this project as well as, well, basically fund this project. I actually use the money. But thank you. I appreciate the gifts. You know, 1 coin is 1 cent on TikTok. I do appreciate it. That is awesome.
The gifts I'm getting is going to a heist that I'm planning.
On GTA.
Totally on GTA. Totally.
Yep. But I think I'm gonna set a new gift goal, but only for the live. Oh, I think Bundy Bay. Okay, we're gonna have to shoot the shit for a little bit. Bundy Bay says he's gonna be home in 5 minutes. So
I bet let's shoot some shit. Somebody put it in a Nerf gun.
Yeah. Okay. So if anything, there's 18 people in here. Just hang tight for like 10 more minutes, and we'll be good. Just 10 more minutes. We're gonna get started.
Not gonna lie. So your favorite judge, Seer, is gonna entertain y'all. I just read I believe it's like Frederick's his writing. It was good. Me and Prince he smacked that book down. Logical textbook. We've learned we've refined our understanding on deductive, inductive. I believe it was like we're still getting close to the modal logic page, but who doesn't understand modal logic in the Big 26? Come on, guys. It's pretty easy. Seriously, judge didn't know the bar was low. Yeah. Well, Mars, you see, okay.
Wait, Mars, do you want to be a judge?
I hate my fellow Egyptians, bro.
But here we got Kamiz as a judge, we got Prince as a judge, we got Seer as a judge. If anyone in the audience wants to be a judge, and I know you and you're mature and educated in politics or can judge people's debate skills, let me know and I will bring you onto the panel. Maximum I'll do is 5 judges, but minimum I'll do is 3 judges, and we got 3, so we just need 2
Yeah,
more.
Mars is low tier. He said an argument can't make a sound, but it obviously can.
I think Mars would make a good judge. Mars would make a good judge. I know Mars is like intellectual. I've been watching Mars's videos and I've been on his live streams a couple times.
I'm gonna be honest. God needs to nerf that nigga. There's no way he could be smart and attractive, brother. That's not fair.
Yeah, oh God, am I right? Like how he a light?
How does he look like
skin-
that and he has that brain? Bro?
Oh God, I'm Egyptian. How is he a light skinny Egyptian? How does one acquire such potential?
Such obvious potential. But I don't know.
Like this guy like rizzes you up while looking in the camera and quoting Socrates or some shit. And I'm just like, yo, bro, what?
Aren't all Egyptians light skinned?
No, there's there's 2 types of Egyptians, right? There's one that's like straight Arabs, so like those are like the Muslim Egyptians, and then there's like those pretty boy light skin Egyptians like Mars.
Let's see. There we go. And
But
yeah,
it's mostly because they're like mixed with another race.
Oh wait, I never peeped that Mars's account got banned. That's probably why I ain't been seeing his shit on my account.
shit. TikTok be on that weird shit. But I'm glad
Because
23.
Mars.
Oh, go ahead.
Because Mars said that an argument can't make a sound, and I think that's like
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad that there's 22 people in here. That's fucking awesome. Hopefully we can get like 50, we can get 100, we can get as many people in here as possible for this debate. It's gonna be a really epic debate. I hope it goes well. Volcy, tell me in the comments, did you study for this debate? I know you studied for this debate. You debate this topic all the time, so you're ready. I know you're ready. Is Bundy Bay ready for this debate?
Is Bundy a theistic debater, or is he like a political debater?
He's a
I was gonna ask
person.
that.
We actually met him on Facebook. I met him via my personal account on Facebook. But yeah, like him and Volcy were like beefing with each other, and they were like calling each other like they were going
Out
at
their
it.
name.
Yeah. He was like, "Fuck you," and like it was a lot.
Not gonna ride, bro. It's just gonna be crazy.
Coco, when's your debate on the reliability of the Gospels?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be debating the reliability of the Gospels July 3rd.
Oh, July. Oh, it's some shit away. Okay.
Yeah. Sure, I need to get back to studying. I was studying like a shit ton, and then I stopped. But I need to.
Who are you doing it with, buddy?
Marcus.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh my Lord, Marcus.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm prepping hard. I want to make sure that I win.
I don't know why, gang. You're not gonna struggle against him, bro.
Wait. Am I not? Wait, but I want to be over prepared. I think that he's preparing. But like I'm gonna be over.
Nah, I think it's low-key gonna be a blowout. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I know nobody in here other than my boy Prince and maybe Kamiz. Coco won't admit it, but I think the debate with me and Venus is gonna just be an absolute blowout, bro.
Oh yeah, that's also
for sure.
happening. He's
Yeah, Venus is a low tier. She's scared of me.
Yeah, they're debating the Trinity next week.
No, they're not.
No, we're not. What the fuck?
Oh, I thought you were.
Yeah.
I thought it
No,
was
we're debating the incarnation, bro. Like, that's the lock. Yeah.
If she did Trinity, she would lose automatically. She
Yeah,
doesn't
bro,
understand
She
conjunction
know.
He
properties.
doesn't even know what conjunction ontological properties are, bro. Like, I can't even argue with somebody like that.
Okay, maybe like I think Venus is a pretty good debater, but like
She's good with rhetoric, bro, but substance, I don't know.
I think Venus is a good debater. I fuck with
Coco,
Venus.
it's a formal debate. Like, as soon as she gets to rhetoric, I'm not even joking. I'm gonna be like one of those losers, and I'm gonna be like, I recall my time. Swear to God, every time it gets to rhetoric, I'm recalling my time.
Yo, Hatim, if you want to be a judge, you literally can.
When?
It's starting in 10 minutes. We're waiting for like one of the people is here, Volcy's here, but we're waiting for Bundy Bay.
America was never great.
Yeah, it's gonna be a political debate.
Ah, it's a 2-on-2.
Oh no, it's a one-on-one.
We're judges, bro. We're judges.
Everyone that's up here is a judge.
Why am I seeing two bald niggas though?
Because Volcy has 2 accounts.
Oh, okay.
Yo, that's insane.
His main and why would you say it like that?
Yeah.
It does not look like.
Nah, to be fair, I was wondering. I was like, dang, why does this nigga have 2 pictures?
Because Volcy has 2 accounts.
I don't even.
Wait. I think
It doesn't
Beep-
even look like the same guy. That's the
Wait,
crazy.
Coco, I think Beep wants to be a judge.
Beep, you can be our final judge. Beep, Beep, do you want it? Like, I'll let him. Do you guys know Beep? I think I know. Yeah, I'm friends with Beep.
Hell no.
Okay, yeah, Beep. You know what? Come up. You can be our neutral judge. Wait, Hatim, where'd you go? We need you.
Beep is our new judge. We're replacing Hatim.
Based.
Yo, Beep, before you can join the judge squad, I have to ask you a question.
Yeah, we need to rep him.
So
Okay,
Beep,
what's the question?
when you're referring to like, I don't know, the proposition of incredulity, how do you like view which is false and which is wrong?
Okay, not
With,
that
like,
question.
And listen, like, when examining like your moral compass, like how do you know if something's truly wrong or not?
Well, intuitions are going to be like my first instinct to answer that. I mean, obviously, like people have different perspectives on stuff, but I mean, I'm a realist, so that's kind of how I base that. I think there are things that are
Beep is
wrong and there are things that are
based.
true.
This
Can we get
person is
Beep mod?
intellectual.
This person is based, guys. Come on.
Okay, so just by what we've heard, you're better than 50% of the debaters on TikTok. So welcome in. Like, you read.
What does that mean? Does that mean I'm like top 20?
Okay, like I would
I'm waiting until they make another tier list. I'm definitely on.
Oh
that
God, bro! If I'm not on that tier list, bro, I swear to God, I'm gonna start slapping people around.
Bro, literally, OG Kylo made a tier list, and he literally said that Russell was better than me, and I got like really pissed off. I was like, no fucking way.
Coco, you should make a live where you're making tier lists, bro.
I could do that
Facts.
again. I could do that
No,
tonight.
you should. You should do that tonight.
I just need to be on a tier list.
Okay. I could do that tonight.
And then we could put Kylo all the way at the bottom because he's black.
Bro, okay, I wouldn't do that. But wait, Beep, did you change your name and your picture?
Yeah, I used to go by May, and I had a different picture. That's I think when we became friends, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was like, okay, because like, yeah, we're friends. I might have known you back then. I just don't recognize. Okay.
I've been on your live a couple of times, and that's how we became friends. But it's been a minute.
Based. Welcome back to the gulags or the streets of debate TikTok. Wait, hold on.
Yo, what's up with Bundy, bro? He fucking up the viewership. No cap.
Okay, can we kick Bundy out of here?
Bundy, we need you on stage. But yeah, we're just waiting for Bundy. Volcy is in the chat. He's waiting, but he's ready to go. And yeah, we're about to start this debate. But yes, we have 22 people in here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for everybody who's tapping the screens and sharing the live. That's awesome. I want as many people to be in here as possible. Let's aim for 30 people. Let's aim for 40 people. Let's try to get up to 100 people. That would be 100 is like a good day. But you know, like, yeah, let's try to aim for as many people as possible. Invite your mom, invite your dad, invite your cousin, right? Anyone who's into politics. You can even invite the Trump supporters. Bring everybody in here.
I'm gonna invite my goat.
All right, bet I'm inviting Justin W.
Like, don't invite Justin W. We don't need all viewership.
Justin W, come in the live.
We invite everybody. Have your dog make a TikTok account and then invite your dog to watch.
Why would
this
I
live.
invite my dog?
Because
No, we should invite Deathless. Actually, he should be a judge.
Yeah, invite Deathless, bro.
The reason I blocked Deathless is because he literally threatened to choke Missy out.
Nah, that's crazy.
Wait, Coco. Hypothetically, if I picked Deathless Light as my judge, would you allow that?
Yeah, okay.
That's actually insane.
Wait,
yeah.
Fuck. But okay.
Him being a judge, when he's giving you a score, he would just monologue for 20 minutes.
Bro, he would monologue for like the end half of the debate, and at the end of it would just be like, "Yeah, Venus is absolutely fucking restarted. Sears also restarted. Y'all don't understand Omni logic. He's just gonna sit there and like,
The verdicts, do you want to score, or do you just want like our thoughts on it and who we think did better?
If you're detailed with it, that'd be awesome. But you don't have to. You could literally just be like, I think this person won.
Okay.
Yo, Kat. Oh, my bad. Mr. Disciple.
What's good, bro?
Yo, you're not real.
oh no.
What's it called? What's your opinion on this debate? What are you expecting, considering you're not from America?
Oh, I don't know, you know. I mean, I used to debate politics a lot. Maybe I'd lean on the side where America probably wasn't great. I don't know.
I'm just about to end the debate here. Great. That's gonna
An
be
interesting question, actually. Maybe America's on top right now. I don't know.
Ooh, so then there could be like an interesting avenue, right? Where when you say America was never great, when he could just show like, well, in modern times we are a modern power. So it could be interesting.
I mean, America's quite a new country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we are waiting for.
It's very simple. All you have to do to like win this debate is enter semantics. It'd be like great is synonymous to good. Good is subjective. I think when America was good is when America came into an existence. Give the time period when America came into existence. Just say, okay, well, we understand that greatness and goodness are the same thing. We're gonna say America was great when they were brought into the you know to the Americas, I guess. And then just like argue morality and just throw, I don't know, moral realism. And then now just tag me in and I'm going to prove God. And at the end of that, we're just all going to win. It's all going to be a win after that.
You see what Volcy says? That ain't what we doing.
That ain't what we doing, sir. Volcy, you got this. Volcy, like, well, I'm not going to say anything. Who knows who's going to win? Who knows who's going to take this debate?
All I know is Bundy is on BP time.
On
What the
God.
hell?
Like, get
I'm
up
about to
in
get
this
angry.
bid.
I'm about to message him on Messenger right now.
Do it. Wait, yeah. Like, literally, like, I checked Facebook and all I saw was, like, Volcy goes live and he streams to Facebook. And Bundy was like, I destroyed you on that live stream. And, like, at first it was, like, they were just, like, slightly insulting each other. But then, like, towards, like, the closer we got to the debate, they were, like, saying, like, fuck you. And, like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And, like, Volcy was, like, well, okay. Well, I'll have to show you the screenshots. The screenshots are pretty funny. Let's just say I tried to post the screenshots of the Facebook conversation on TikTok, and it got flagged for bullying and harassment.
Wait, so while we're waiting on like Bundy, I actually want to ask you this question, KMS. I mean, Disciple, my bad. KMS is not in here. Disciple, I want to ask you a question. Hypothetically, if you weren't a Christian, what would make you become a Christian?
I don't know. It's honestly such a hard question to answer. I mean, people ask it to me all the time. I guess if God does in fact exist, and I suppose he knows the way that would convince me. I mean, if I was going to just like speculate, maybe I'd say an experience that completely could not be explained.
Okay, so a non-natural or an above natural experience that inhabits either through consciousness or like, would you say like maybe like, being saved from a car accident is like a miraculous experience and you would apply this to God, or would you apply this to chance?
Oh, I would say something like that would be chance. Because if something like tragic happened, then I would attribute it to kind of like being just like a psychological cope explanation. Like if it was just random, that I kind of like came to the conclusion through some type of experience, then I'd probably hold it to be true.
Well, to be fair, wouldn't you say like that could be the same thing when experiencing maybe like a dream and having like an above natural experience and saying, well, through psychology, we understand like our brain has like a set of dopamine and neurological responses, and it kind of triggers this experience to maybe cope that Jesus or this religious figure came in our dreams. I mean, because just entering logic alone and just say, okay, well, it can't be the case that Islam is true and Christianity is true. That's just a truth claim, right? It's a dichotomy. In a person's dream, they claim that Jesus came down and said he was God. But in another dream, and somewhere in Iran or Pakistan, they had a dream saying that, well, Muhammad came down and said Jesus was not a God and he was a true prophet.
Yeah.
I would say, like, there's not really a way, in my view of my belief system, to like acquire that God exists through a dream or through this like miraculous incident where, you know, I got in a car accident.
It would never be justification. You know what I mean? It's just like if I was being genuine and trying to speculate, like if I was to ever believe in God again, then it would have to be, like I say, some type of experience. I don't think there's any arguments that can kind of demonstrate it properly.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I mean, even the ones that I do think are good, like honestly, they never really lead to the conclusion of like a God existing. Like I like contingency. I like some renditions of fine tuning and stuff like that. I mean, certain tag arguments can be good, like divine conceptualism and stuff. But like I say, none of them really deliver a God to you ultimately. Like, you know me, I've already got a view that's very similar to like almost a theistic view. I'm like the least atheist there probably is, but
yeah. Hold on. My bad. I was typing. I can't type and speak at the same time, apparently. I think what atheists lack when understanding whether or not God exists is they extract, like, well, what would convince them, let me reframe that. What would convince them whether or not God exists? They kind of go through, like, I don't know, like anecdotal evidence or like personal evidence and say, well, it's the case that a person in Libya met this Middle Eastern man who had long hair, referenced a Bible scripture once or twice, and said that he was God, and they equated it to Jesus, right? That doesn't mean Jesus existed, right? Or Jesus is God. That just means you had a psychological experience to like to like equate maybe Jesus is God. And atheists say, well, God would have to come to me and like say I am God, like come down.
yeah.
I believe like nobody would still believe. Like I'm very confident that an atheist would still not believe and find some skepticism to like.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, look, if someone came up on my live, I mean, people do it all the time. You know what I mean? Where they're like, yeah, look, I believe in God through kind of like experience and stuff. I would say that's viciously circular. You know what I mean? Because you're already kind of like attributing something to a God in which you're claiming you didn't believe in the first place. Like, how would you jump to that kind of conclusion? Then now you're saying the Bible is true, which is the very thing that claims this experience can happen for you. So I would say it's viciously circular. But like I say, it would be the only thing that convinced me, right? I can just, I don't know, maybe Jesus just pops up in my bedroom and maybe it's a delusion. You know what I mean? I have no way to verify that, but I guess, like I say, in the moment, I would just have to feel convinced enough.
Where is this guy
That's
at?
the way I can do it.
Wait, are all of you atheists except for Seer?
I'm also Christian.
I'm an atheist. Yeah,
I'm an agnostic.
Okay, wait, host is agnostic, disciple, you said you're an atheist, and then Dream, you said you're Christian?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm agnostic, atheist.
Technically, I am agnostic atheist, but I identify as agnostic. But I mean, I would be an agnostic atheist.
Yeah.
I think the only difference is just like how hard you lean to what side. Like I think like especially when I'm talking about you, Coco, like you claim agnosticism because you don't lean more towards either side. Like, I think you consider yourself about 50-50, but maybe I'm strong man.
Yeah, I lean towards atheism, but like I do see good arguments on like both sides. But yeah, like I lean towards like like a naturalistic atheist position, but yeah.
But Coco, well, I don't know if that's what you go by, but
All right,
like,
yeah.
what if you knew God was real? Would you follow him?
So okay, for me to like become Christian, there would need to be like two steps. If I found out that God was real, I would be like, okay, he's real, but like he did a bunch of asshole stuff in the Bible, so like I need an explanation for all of this. Like maybe the
Yeah.
people who are writing like fuck some shit up, right? Now, if God was able to explain everything and he was consistently good, all knowing, and like everything checks out, then like sure, maybe I'd become a Christian. Yeah.
Yeah. Like even like the all good part. The reason I guess I'd say I'm like agnostic atheist is because I know it's irrational, but even if I knew God was real, I wouldn't follow him. And like I know that's kind of a bad thing to say because it doesn't sound, rational, but I'm
Well, I
kind of
mean,
with you on that.
But yeah, like
technically,
same.
knew, but homie, I mean, by semantics, if you knew God was real, of course you would follow him.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'd be like, okay,
Whoa,
you
whoa,
exist.
okay.
Where were you for slavery? And
What does follow mean, anyways? Like, what does it mean to follow?
mean,
Devote
well,
to
look,
him, serve him as your true God, praise him, view him
Preach
as
to
your
the
Lord
God.
and Savior, etc. Like give your
Okay,
life
so,
to him, right?
So people who acquire Christ consciousness, do you think that they're like worshiping him, or do you think that they're setting their value to what his set of thought is?
Christ conscious, what do you mean there? I haven't heard that term before.
Yeah, Christ conscious is a movement that started in the early centuries. I believe that Christ wasn't really a prophet or a messiah, but instead he was just a guy who had a good sense of morality, a good sense of ethics, and now they follow this sense of ethics. That's not Christianity. Christianity is the belief system of believing he is God. That's like the
Wait,
root
but is
word.
God Jesus?
Yeah.
Okay, so well then that's just gonna be that view. Like some people don't even think that's the case, but by devote, like I mean devotion, which would apply to the people, the disciples. I mean like worship, and maybe not even in an idol sense, but this is someone that you obviously look up to. You look to for judgment, for guidance. So I mean,
When you look to God, like to Abrahamic God for judgment, if he existed.
would no.
Okay, so even if he existed, then you wouldn't look at him to be the final judge.
Right. Even if he existed, I wouldn't follow him.
why though?
because of
Why wouldn't I follow him?
genocide,
Yeah,
like
'cause of, like,
mass
evil.
confusion.
Yeah, like pretty much the problem of evil. And I think like even if he's real, that doesn't really justify why we ought follow him, I think those are two separate questions that are being asked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
literally
wouldn't
can't
there be like an ultimate explanation for all the evil if the Christian rendition of God is actually real?
Well, no, it
that's what I'm
wouldn't,
saying.
right? Because I mean, when we consider the problem of evil, I guess my favorite way to discuss it is like when it comes to terms with animal suffering, which seems to be unjustified. Obviously, if he is real, we could say that there's some justification he's playing to do these things, but
You don't
obviously,
even have epistemic access to claim that they can recognize their suffering.
I don't know that like if a gazelle gets its throat ripped out by a lion and it's dragged across the safari
That it
and it's like
recognizes
alive and twitching and
suffering at
dying,
all.
that it's not
Yeah,
suffering.
that's just its body reacting to the external influence.
Well, how do you know that human beings suffer?
Because we can literally study the brain, and we
Right.
see parts of the brain that will react with certain emotions consistently.
Okay, so you're basing suffering on a biological perspective, or do you think do you take more of like a mind aspect?
Well, you couldn't feel suffering without your senses, right? So it's going to be biological regardless.
Right.
Well,
So
hold on.
like let's take the example of like a giraffe or something. Obviously they have these biological processes to feel pain, which has been
How do we
studied
know
and
that their
observed.
brain can comprehend suffering, not pain? I'll grant that they
Okay,
have.
well what do
pain.
you take suffering to be?
Well, we're using your definition. Like, I don't
I
think.
mean, I can
suffering
provide
is
mine if you want. I just say suffering is going to be some like sustained negative physical or mental state.
Yeah,
And it probably would go against some kind of interest.
I don't know if I can get behind that one.
Okay, what's your contention with the definition?
I have my own definition, but I just want to look at that. Conscious.
Wait, but you
objective,
said that you
enduring,
didn't want to
intense,
use your
physical,
definition. You wanted to use
mental,
mine.
emotional, spiritual distress.
Also, where's Bundy Bay?
Hello.
Yo, he's
We're
like
also-
40 minutes late.
Yeah, nah, that shit's crazy.
God
The
damn.
conscious executive on the endurance.
Everyone in the audience, sorry about this. This would have been a disqualification for like any other debate that I was hosting, but we're gonna wait for Bundy Bay, and it's about to be an hour, bro.
Do you think
where
he's
is he at?
running?
I hope he's not running, because like he was really wanting to like catch the fade with Volcy on Facebook, given the comments. But like, where's he at?
Imagine running from a TikTok debate. That's insane.
So wait, so
Bro.
did you not like something in my definition, or did you want to use yours?
Yeah, the part where you said extended, I don't think that's necessary.
Not
That was the part that
extended,
was-
sustained.
I was sustained. Yeah, I mean, a human could suffer for 1 second.
Well, yeah, that would probably be sustained then in that case. I mean, I don't really have a threshold for when it's sustained and when it's not, but I just take it to be like negative mental states. Like obviously if I have a thought that's negative, right, I wouldn't say I'm suffering, but if this thought lingers for an extended period of time, that's when I'd say, okay, yeah, there's an issue here.
Well, granted, the reason I was bringing that into contention is because, granted, the Christian paradigm, like the difference between us and other animals, given that we are animals, is going to be the fact that we have a conscious, rational spirit that makes us in the image of God. I think that's what allows us to even comprehend what's going on around us. So these
So
animals are going
souls?
to be, huh?
Souls?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a hylomorphist or?
No, Seer is hilarious.
Huh?
Am I a hylomorphist? What's that?
Yeah, so that was Aristotle's metaphysical take on the human body. So he believed that we're made up out of form, which is going to be a soul of some kind, in essence, and then he thought we were matter, which is our physical body. So it's the hylomorphous view is that we have both of these components that work in conjunction with one another to make a person, right? But then you could also just affirm soul theory,
Oh, yeah,
which
that would
just
wreck
says that we
that.
have a soul, but
I see why I wouldn't be a hylomorphist. Yeah, nah. I would
Why
affirm
not?
that the person is the soul itself, and the soul interacts with this plane through the tool of the body.
When does the soul appear into the body, or where does it come from?
Heaven, God.
Okay, so like what about a case like let's say it's conception, a baby is formed. When does the soul get implanted into the child?
The minute the sperm cell enters the egg and it creates a child.
Okay, so let's say like we have, a concepted fetus or whatever, or zygote growing into the fetus, and at week 6 it splits into 2 and creates now a set of twins, right? Would there be one soul that splits in half, or would God have sent down 2 souls, or how would you
Yeah, I would
explain
just
that?
grant that they sent down 2 souls, probably.
Okay, and the soul is what thinks, so that's just going to be a too many thinkers issue, right? Like if there's one form, right, and there's 2 souls that are thinking and operating, then there's just an issue here.
Who said that 2 cells couldn't go through one sperm cell? I mean,
What?
2 souls couldn't go through one
Well, no,
sperm
the
cell.
issue is you're saying that the soul is what thinks and experiences, right? But obviously, like, have you heard of the too many thinkers problem?
Well, given what you just explained, I don't understand it.
Okay, so the too many thinkers problem, it arises from animalism versus like embodied mind views, etc. It's basically stating that there has to be one thinker because there's some sort of self-awareness property to personhood. And there's also a confusion between like how you know who's thinking and who's not. And in the case of like the 2 souls being sent down from God, obviously if there's one form here and 2 souls exist in this form, and the souls are what are responsible for thinking, but you're also affirming that a brain is responsible for thinking as well, this is going to be a too many thinkers issue. So either the soul has to come later, or there's got to be some kind of other explanation for the thinking, but this is like an issue in the worldview.
It depends on your definition of thinking, right? Because I would grant that.
Also, thank you for the gifts.
I would grant that. I'm trying to think how to articulate this correctly because I don't like to speak without thinking. So in the case of the twins that you expressed, and there's this sperm cell that enters the egg, 2 cells are basically implanted in there, and then they're in this zygote form, and then they eventually split into 2 separate I don't understand biology the best. Could you explain it further than that?
Right. So I'm just presenting a hypothetical case. I don't even think this is the way that twins are formed. It could be, I'm not sure. I don't know much about biology. But like we can take a case of the sperm entering the egg, or we can even take like a partial molar pregnancy case, but we'll get to that later. So like, let's say that the sperm and the egg, create the zygote, and at like the 6-week part, the embryo splits into two, right? So now instead of one embryo creating one baby, there's the production or the development of two babies. Obviously, there's got to be an explanation for how the second baby would get the soul if it's
I affirm an
received at
all-powerful
conception.
God. Like a God could literally just do what he wants to. When it splits, God could just put a soul in there. Like I just don't have a problem with that. That's not an issue in my framework.
Well, the issue is the too many thinkers problem, right? So if you're affirming that the soul is what thinks here, and there's two thinkers in one body, that's going to be a problem, right? Because like us, for example, it would be irrational or break the law of logic to say
Wait,
that
how do you
two
determine
entities
that
exist at one
the
time in
individual
one
souls
form.
couldn't think on their own in one body?
Well, that's the whole issue with too many thinkers, right? Is if, like, for example, I were to affirm that we or persons are their bodies and persons are also their minds, right? A person obviously has a mind and a body, so there would be two persons in one body, which is a contradiction.
Regardless, that's not a problem in my framework. What
A
I'm asking
contradiction isn't
you,
a problem?
you're gonna have to show me the P and not P, first of all. Second of all, I'm gonna need you to justify that there being multiple souls within a body means that those souls couldn't think interdependently and one soul interact with the mind.
Well, like, okay, I'll give you an example. So, like, the conjoined twins, where they have two heads and they have one body. We obviously wouldn't say that this is one person, right? They obviously have different thoughts, different experiences, different personalities, because there are two people here, right? Even though they share the same form. So it would be an issue for you to say that there's two souls in one body, in the case of the baby,
Oh, that's
because
actually
obviously
wow.
two babies, like in one baby, that's like not right? Like, I don't really know how to break it down further.
Yeah, I just don't think that you're comprehending what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm literally just saying all powerful God do what he wants to. I think soul come when sperm go in egg. I know no, God exists.
So, like, what about the case of a partial molar pregnancy? Do you know what that is?
No.
So basically, two sperms are gonna, create the zygote in one egg, which is a huge issue. It's gonna grow, it's gonna develop, but it's not gonna turn into a baby or a child. It's a mass of cells, and it's like a horrible thing, honestly. Like, it's disgusting. It looks like hamburger meat. So would you say that a soul is implanted in this partial molar pregnancy?
Possibly. How would I determine if souls are immaterial?
Well, do you think that that's not a cop out?
No, souls are immaterial. How are you going to determine it?
Well, I mean, you could have some theory on how this operates, right? I
Yeah,
just
but
think it's
just
kind of lazy to say, well, I believe in God does it, right?
Granted that I don't have a theory, I'm just going to posit because I affirm an all-powerful God, a God can just do what the hell he wants to.
Yeah,
And
that's
I don't
fine.
have to have a
So,
theory.
a couple issues here. Obviously, the too many thinkers problem.
You keep saying the too many thinkers problem, and yet I brought up my
Yeah,
contention
calm
and you
down.
didn't justify it.
What was the contention with the problem? That
Oh,
God can do
man.
whatever he wants?
No.
Can
Even
God
given
break the
the
laws of
example of
logic?
see, look, this is what y'all do. This is so funny. Even given the example of the conjoined twins, there are examples of conjoined twins that share the same brain. You just granted that those would be two persons with one brain, dipshit.
No, I granted that a conjoined twin case that's typical, in which there are two heads and two persons are not going to share the same brain.
What's typical? What
Typical
statistic are
as
you
in,
pulling from that the
okay,
number of conjoined twins conjoined at a certain limb is what's more typical?
yeah,
What statistic are you pulling that from?
I don't have statistics on how
Okay, then
many,
don't
but
talk out of your ass.
excuse me. Majority of cases of conjoined twins aren't going to operate with one brain. That would just be one person, right? But usually the conjoined twin issue is that there's one body below the neck, and then they separate either there or at an arm into two heads, right? With two necks, two heads, two personalities, two people, right? So they're not going to share a brain. Like, if one entity has one brain, then it's obviously not two people, right? That's the whole
Dang,
issue.
I'm literally talking right now about a conjoined twin that has the same brain. I've seen studies on this.
Okay, let me
You
see.
just granted that conjoined twins are two people. So there's the two thinkers problem solved right there in your own framework. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, are we checking like I said, of
Apparently,
consciousness,
me and
like,
Beep are debating because Bundy's not coming.
Yeah, we're waiting for Bundy. Yo, like if he doesn't show up at like 7 o'clock, we might have to like call this a forfeit because we told him the time. Like we've been planning this for weeks.
What if he doesn't know what time it is? Like, what if he's on different time zones?
6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. There's no way. Yeah, we told him the time. Also, like I posted. Wait, hold on. Wait, we got somebody. Oh, it's Volcy.
Yeah.
But I made multiple posts about it. Was that Volcy?
What's good? What's good? Hey, yeah. Here's the thing. First of all, for the people who's here for me, I do apologize. We thought that Bundy would come. Here's the thing. Bundy's been telling me for weeks that he could go ahead and debate me formally on this because whenever he comes to my stage and he doesn't answer my questions or he doesn't engage, I just go ahead and drop him because it's a waste of time, right? I think we all kind of do that on this kind of debate talk thing. We all kind of, if you're wasting my time, if you're not going to answer questions, if you're just going to be rude, we're just going to drop you. He's done this 3 times, demanded for us to have a formal thing where I can't do that. So I set it up with Coco, and it's been weeks. And the thing is, he knows, right? The reason why we know he knows is because he lives in my area. I see the area code for his phone number. So I know he's from my area. I know he lives in my area. Like I've seen, like we're friends on Facebook. We've been friends on Facebook for like 10, 15 years. I know he's from my area. He hasn't left it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he knows what time this is supposed to be. And we text him about 30 minutes ago and say, hey bro, we're waiting for you. And he said, oh, 5 minutes. And he's not here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't calling this nigga. Coco already said he called, bro. And it went to voicemail. I think twice. So we're going to go ahead and give him maybe another 9 to 10 minutes. And if he doesn't come through, then yeah, we're going to go ahead and call this one a forfeit. And we're going to go ahead and try to do it again. Because I spent like my whole week preparing my opening statement, getting my documents together, my closing statement, all that shit. Next week, I start school again. All right. I'm in a master's program. And y'all know how much time that takes. So I start school again next week. So if he wants to try to run it again another week, I'm not sure when we'll be able to do that. I can still do my streams, you know what I mean, for like an hour and a half before I gotta do my homework and all that. But doing this, the formal debate that takes like at least another hour, 2 hours, and things like that is like, we'll see what happens because I'm all prepared here. I got all my documents. We're all good. We just got to go ahead and wait for Bundy. But if he doesn't come through in the next 10, 15 minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and run my own live and I'm going to call it a night because I ain't doing this shit. But I do apologize for breaking up the debate currently between Dream and Beep. I just had to come up here and say that we've been waiting for weeks. He knows the time. I mean, he knows. Yeah. So we've been trying to do this for weeks. He's the one who demanded it too. He's the one who said to do this. He's the one who said to do it. So hey, if he doesn't come up, then. But anyway, Beep, Dream, I could go ahead and keep on going. Apologies for breaking up y'all debate. I was enjoying it. I think y'all both come up with good with great points. I did look up the shared brain thing because that was interesting. I just looked it up. I think you're talking about Krista and Tatiana Hogan, right? The Canadian.
Yes, sir.
Twins joined at the brain. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's an interesting case. But anyway, I don't know what the two-thinker problem is. Like, Beep, you're way better than me on that. I don't know what that is. So y'all go ahead. I'm gonna drop and just wait for Bundy, and I'm gonna keep listening to Beep and Dream. But I appreciate y'all, everyone who's here for me. I didn't even start on YouTube yet because I've been waiting for Bundy to come so I can start on YouTube. But we'll see what happens, and I appreciate y'all. Right? Yeah, have a good one.
Appreciate you, Volcy. And then
No
Beep.
Wait, really quickly before we resume, does anyone else understand the too many thinkers problem?
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna explain to you my contention with the too many thinkers problem.
Wait, hold on. Wait, really? Hold on.
I do, but not really in this context, to be fair.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to explain.
What do you guys understand?
That's why I'm trying to explain my contention, gang.
Please calm down.
Yeah, like usually when I've heard this, it would be in a conversation about like idealism or something like that.
Idealism? What do you mean?
Yeah, idealism, like the theory of mind, like meta-ontology, like only consciousness.
That's why
exists.
I bring it up, right? Because with the souls, like if he's affirming that the soul is what's thinking here, right? If the soul is what experiences, and there's two souls in one organism, and there's two souls or two thinkers, right, in one body, then that's just going to be an issue. I didn't know if anyone else understood the problem or not.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, right? You're saying at the moment of conception, obviously, there would have to be two souls in the one organism, but the organism would split into two, right? Okay.
But
so
the two thinkers problem is
why
claiming.
couldn't he possibly say then at the point it splits, a new soul arrives?
Also, the two thinkers problem, the problem with the two you can't think without a brain. We would all grant that. If an animal didn't have a brain, it wouldn't have the capability of thinking in a naturalistic framework. So this organism that split didn't have a brain. It didn't have the capability to think. And in my framework, the mind, the brain, isn't what constitutes the ability to think. The soul interacts with this plane through the tool of the brain. I've explained that.
Okay, so wait, so is it the mind that thinks and experiences, or is it the soul?
The soul thinks
Okay,
and
and
experiences
animals do not have
this
souls.
universe through the mind.
Okay.
Animals don't have souls, so they can't experience the way that we do.
Okay,
That
so
was
what
my
is the
point.
necessary condition for an organism to think and experience?
Are you just gonna like weaponize ignorance for?
What do you mean weaponize ignorance? What are you talking about? If there's something you
Again,
don't
you didn't
understand,
hear
I
what
can
I
explain
said.
it to you. But I'm not being ignorant. I'm asking you, what is the necessary condition for an organism to think? Because we have two cases
your
now where you're saying that
framework-
the mind is what thinks and the soul is also what thinks, but
That's
that's just
not
going to
what
be
I
an
said.
issue.
That's not what I said. In your framework, you think that the mind is how we think. You don't believe consciousness.
Well, I haven't affirmed that.
Okay, let me reframe. Restate my claim. In a naturalistic framework, the mind is how we think, right?
Okay.
There is no soul. I'm just granting that the way that the soul interacts with this universe, the way that God intended or whatever, I didn't prepare for a debate. The soul is interacting through the brain to experience this reality through our brain, through our body and its senses.
Wait, so
Animals
is the
can
mind
think through their brain in like a certain way. We understand that they like hunt, they like to take care of their family, but they don't have a soul. So the thoughts and the experience isn't the same as ours.
Okay, so what do you take thinking to be?
I'm not really sure. I don't have a definition for it. I'll just Google it.
Because that's going to be an issue, right? If both the soul and the mind
Mind
think,
produce
right?
thoughts. Oh, okay. Well, there's the issue right here. The definition is the active cognitive process of using a mind to produce thoughts. I don't think that thoughts are produced through the mind. So there we go.
Okay, where are thoughts produced?
In the soul.
Okay, so the soul is what thinks, the soul is what experiences, but animals don't have souls, and yet they think and they experience. What's going on?
Did you not hear what I said, gang?
I heard you
Like,
very
I feel like
clearly.
you're genuinely just fucking ignoring my words.
No, I heard you very
said in a naturalistic framework, y'all are gonna claim brain
Again,
activity.
I haven't
they're
affirmed any
thinking.
framework. I don't know why you're saying y'all.
I
you
didn't say it
people.
was your framework. That's why I stated naturalistic. Can you fucking track? I'm about to start getting rude.
No, you just said that y'all, as in me, as in I'm a naturalist, and I never affirmed that.
The
Okay,
quick
cool.
question for the debate, just to make it better. Do you think thought and mind are intrinsic or extrinsic?
Do I think what? I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah. Do you think mind and thinking are intrinsic or extrinsic to each other?
Intrinsic or extrinsic? I mean, I'm pretty agnostic on that. I'm not sure.
Sure. Do you think that in order to think that you have to have a mind?
Under my worldview, I just take a mind to be a thinking brain. So yeah.
Okay, well there we go. We have two different frameworks.
I'm just looking at your framework. If you don't want to continue debating, that's perfectly fine. But
So through the internal critique of our framework, if we're gonna say like there's two propositions and there's one intrinsic thing which is gonna be like this brain, and we're gonna say like the mind is a set of consciousness produced by the brain, and there's gonna be like two different things, there's physicality and non-physicality. Did we have to like substantiate maybe that when we're talking about soul, we're talking about a conjunction of different propositions that yet like soul, mind, or body, stuff like these are going to be like a human, right? That's a conjunction of one proposition. We're just going to say like a soul as a conjunction of multiple propositions that we can like, that are non-aspectual. So we'll have like, I don't know, I guess a soul would be, a mind would be intrinsic to a soul, right? Because it's a
again,
function
what do
of
you
the
mean
soul.
by intrinsic here? Like you've said that a couple times.
Yeah, within or and extrinsic is without.
You said within or what?
Or without. It's very simple.
Within or without?
Yeah, it's gonna be within.
Is what intrinsic
or
means
extrinsic.
to you?
No, intrinsic or extrinsic, within or without.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't actually have conversations like this, which is kind of why I'm getting frustrated, not at you, but at the fact that I'm fucking blundering right now, truthfully. But
That's fine. We don't have to
Um,
continue the discussion.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I thought of an explanation. So I would grant that if we were to study an animal's brain, the matter inside of its noggin, that there would be electronic activity, right? I would grant that there would be some activity within that brain, but I would grant that that's just the design processes of these animals, given their genetic structure. We've never seen an animal learn from a mistake that they made and then consciously act different. They don't make decisions. They just follow their nature, right? Their genetic coding.
Yeah, and just like to double down on it, I think like if a mind is truly intrinsic to a soul, like if that's the case, right? And this is if or if not case, so it's a probability case. So if the mind is truly intrinsic to a soul, and animals can think or they have a set of thought process, then it ought just be the case that animals have a function of a soul. So through like this intrinsic data, it ought be the case that these animals have a soul.
Well, you'd think so, right? That's what the confusion here is he's affirming a whole lot of nothing. He's saying that the soul doesn't exist in an animal, which is an entity that thinks, but the soul is a requirement. in
Dang,
order for
you're
an
a
entity
fucking
to
straw
think.
man. Enemy, don't
Then he's-
piss me off. Bro.
okay,
I
can you
never,
relax, like,
ever,
hello?
ever claim they think. You've said this three
You
times now, and
just
I've
said
corrected
that.
you
We
every
can roll
time.
the clip, dude. We can literally roll the
Gang,
clip.
I'm a mod. I can literally roll the clip.
Yeah, roll the clip, bro.
Like, what are you talking about?
If this
My brother,
conversation is too upsetting
I've said
for you,
multiple
you can drop
times,
it, okay?
the naturalist thinks brain activity equals thought equals mind. I've already stated that thinking's intrinsic to the soul. So why the fuck do you keep strawmanning me?
It's fine. So I'm just gonna drop it. Obviously, this
Like, what the
conversation is
fuck,
too
bro?
upsetting. So we can just maybe engage another
Nah,
time.
gang, like I just dislike dishonest people. Truthfully, you can get the fuck off the panel for that shit. Like, what are we talking about, my nigga?
Wait, she's one of the judges.
I don't give a fuck. He's not even coming.
Bro, we're still we have to bring her up. We have to be respectful. Just because you disagree, we can't kick her.
Gang, you didn't hear that? You was here this whole time. I thought you wasn't here. You heard that and you let that rock?
I was playing Pokemon. Like I
Oh,
was
okay.
down.
So you didn't hear her just strawman me multiple times and then just go, oh, okay, he's getting emotional. It's cool. Like, nigga, fuck that. Just leave then.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to get this Bundy guy in here. I called him 4 times. He's goddamn it, bro. But
yo, Tahir, want to see something funny?
Holy crash out.
What are you gonna do about it?
Laugh at you.
Do it.
okay, guys, we can chill. We can chill. We can chill. Let's just
no, do it. Laugh right now.
Let's just sit in peace. Like let's just sit in peace.
I want to hear it. I want to hear your laugh. I want to see if it's cute. Laugh right now.
No, it's fine, guys. It's fine. We are waiting for this guy.
Okay, that's why I thought shut the fuck up like a good.
Okay, chill. It's
You're
all
fucking
good.
disgusting. What the heck?
It's all good.
Wow.
It's all good. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for waiting. I know like this debate was supposed to start at 6. But yeah, this is a wash. Yeah, Volcy said it. It's literally an hour. This dude said he was gonna be here in 5 minutes. I don't know what he's doing. If I see him, it's on site, and I'm kidding.
Wait, do you and Volcy live close to each other or no?
Oh no, I'm in the south. Volcy's somewhere else. Yo, Volcy, if he shows up to your live stream, bro, like literally invite me. I'm about to talk shit, bro. Cause like the fuck, bro. Why didn't he not come in here and catch this fade?
Let me invite me too, so I can crash out.
Bro,
I was calling him a bunch of slurs.
Wait, beef. What was the concession?
Yeah, I think
she said that
I think he's running away from the debate by crashing out like a little boy. I'm just gonna take that as a concession.
So have you ever watched WWE before?
Have I ever watched what?
WWE.
No.
I watched WWE Divas.
Okay, Coco might get the reference in. So it's called a tag in or tag team, all right? So what he's basically doing here is he's tagging me in so I can slam you in idealism because I read Kant.
Did you read Kant? Oh, good stuff. Yeah.
I know, bro. So it's gonna be over, bro. I read Kant.
And
read
Descartes.
Hegel,
Don't forget
read
Descartes.
Bro. And Descartes. I think therefore I am. Rationalism is based.
Bro, crazy work.
So through this, my proposition, without like speaking to you like a lady, I'm actually going to speak to you like you understand philosophy. And if you don't understand, you get absolute knowledge gap. Then I apologize. If we're gonna say like the proposition is going to be X, like, and X is going to be a set of consciousness, and X resides in Y, and this is like a set of intrinsic data. Then it ought to be the case if X is inside another proposition Z. Then it ought to be the case that this proposition X is just going to say like a proposition Y as a resting in proposition X. So therefore, if proposition X is resting in proposition Z, then proposition Z is always going to have proposition Y. And through that case, if animals have a set of consciousness, then it ought to be the case that they have a soul, just through like my modal logical evaluation. What's going to be like the contention with my argument?
Good
Yeah.
God.
First of all, like I don't know what that fucking was even about. Like, you know how politicians say a whole lot of nothing with a ton of big words? Like that's just what you did. You could have absolutely shortened that for everyone else to understand. To be clear, I don't have a contention with believing that animals have souls as humans are animals, right? Obviously, that's not the issue here. The issue is that your man blundered when he said that animals don't have souls, but
Yo, dipshit. If you strawman me, I'm gonna mute
yeah,
you.
he goes crashing out again.
Okay,
But I don't care about animals having souls. I care about the blunder that he made, and I was confused about why
I never said animals have souls. If you say it again, I'm genuinely just
would
gonna
accept
block
a
you.
worldview that's completely irrational. So
Okay.
that was the issue here, right? I don't care about any of that.
Oh,
If you
okay,
think
wait.
if you think that
Wait.
animals have souls, that's fine.
Wait. Can you show me my blunder?
Okay.
Can I show you your blunder?
can
I
we
can show you
just-
your many blunders. Will
Can we
you
just
stop muting me this time?
Can we drop?
Nah.
Actually, wait,
I would.
hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
I need this.
Wait, hold on. We can set up a formal debate. To be honest, like.
Nah, I'd rather not do a formal. I'd rather just handle
He's
my life.
weird. Like he's gonna call me a good girl and shit again. I don't want that. Like
Yo, really quickly. You just did all of that shit talking. So like, please don't run away from the actual substance. You claimed
Run away
again
from
for
what?
some fucking reason that I said animals have souls and I never did.
we can
My
literally
distinction.
roll. No, you said
Yo, my
animals
nigga.
don't have souls.
Yo, my nigga.
You said
Yo, my
animals
nigga.
don't have souls.
Am I not
right?
talking? Appreciate you. Gang.
But I don't
My
care.
distinction is.
Mute is a concession,
Okay.
by the way. Just
I'm sure it is a concession.
Oh, W
My
concession.
distinction was
Yeah, chill,
animals
Francis. You
don't
gotta
have
chill.
souls. Is she not literally interrupting me? I will actually fucking start tweaking.
Bro, but I mean, we gotta coexist, bro. Like we gotta figure out.
I will coexist.
It's a little
Mutual
boy.
respect.
Holy
Don't
shit.
interrupt me while I'm in the middle of
I
talking.
would like
Please
to
and
make
thank
something
you.
known before he starts debating B. By him crashing out is a sense of consciousness, and we can examine that if consciousness is soul, animals do crash out, so therefore animals have souls. GG's, we win.
Yeah, my contention wasn't with animals having souls. I mean, if you were listening, you would understand.
Oh my
That's not the
God,
issue. The
damn.
issue was just the blunders
Okay,
that
wait,
he
hold
made.
up. But okay, so here's what we
Yo,
should.
bro.
Here's what we
I'm
should
actually
do.
about to tweet.
Oh yeah, I totally get it. Okay, so Beep, Dream Chaser is getting frustrated with you saying his position, so he probably shouldn't do that. But also, Dream Chaser calling her a little girl is flirting with.
I didn't say
misogyny.
little
No,
girl. I
not
said
little
good girl.
good. He was like, yeah, good
Yeah,
girl and
good
nasty
girl.
shit like that.
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah, I
misogynistic.
call
let's
good
be
boys good
honest.
girls.
Yeah.
You are a good girl.
But we
You're
gotta be
fucking
we
disgusting.
gotta be respectful about we gotta
Okay. Well, then let's have mutual respect from this point forward, and you stop fucking interrupting me, then, right? Because I've
I
been
can never
asking you.
respect you. We should
Oh,
just
okay,
call it
okay.
off
Shut
now.
your bitch ass up, then. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah, we should call it off. Let's just
Anyways,
wait out the
no,
segments.
Coco, because she's been strawmanning me for the last 10 minutes. I would love to actually respond. Thank you. I made my point
We should
super
listen to the
clear
host,
in
by
the
the way.
beginning. I made my point super clear in the beginning.
Okay.
Animals,
Say your position, and then we gotta call it off.
humans were animals and are animals. They were separated and given the conscious, rational spirits. The other animals don't have it. I already said that. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Okay, we gotta
I
call it off.
affirm that. I said I agreed with you. I said animals. You said that animals don't have souls. Like I'm not strawmanning you. You just affirmed that. Are you okay?
Okay. Okay.
Yo,
That's
okay.
literally what I said. You
Okay.
said, fucking
Okay.
idiot.
Okay, let's
Okay.
call it here. Let's call it here.
Do you want to go band for band since I'm a fucking idiot?
No, I don't care
No.
about that.
Okay, then shut your bitch ass up
Wait,
talking.
There he
chill.
goes again. Like, always gotta
Yo.
flex something irrelevant.
Okay, Prince. Good girl and bitch misogynistic, man.
Me saying good girl doesn't have shit to do with her being a woman and me being misogynistic. I call males and females good boy and good girl.
Yeah.
And then I will grant that saying bitch is misogynistic. So Missy, I apologize.
Yeah, we gotta keep it. We wanna be a good influence on society, right? We wanna treat people with
I just
respect.
gotta say, we landed, boys. We landed. Artemis is back. Let's go.
Oh,
Up one for America. Up one for humanity. We're doing it. We're going to the moon.
NASA update? Okay. Based.
That was interesting.
Okay.
And Beep, I am the resident crash out actually. So if you have a problem with it,
Yeah, there you go, Dan. You have an issue? You have an issue? Like, obviously, I can't do anything over the internet. Like, are you okay?
yeah, I can scream at you actually over the
You can
internet.
what?
Scream at you. That's what I've been doing.
Scream match me? Why would I do that?
Scream at you, dumbass.
Yeah, of course you do that, bro. Like, you can't defend anything
That's the
intellectually.
only thing I can do on the internet, right?
Yeah, you can't defend anything intellectually. So instead, you yell at
Oh,
people. And
okay.
you
So you
flex
didn't hear
money.
me offer sources for
because
any of
you're
the
a
points that
loser.
I brought
Yeah.
up, or you're just like
That's just
stupid?
something that a loser would do.
Are you acoustic or?
Acoustic?
Okay, but anyway,
What?
Pokemon is great. Volcy, what you got for us? Volcy's coming up.
What's going on, y'all? So I got you. All right, y'all. So it's looking like this is a flake. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna start my own live. I'll debate politics tonight since I was in a political debate mood anyway. So it looks like tonight I'm gonna do politics, and if y'all want to join me over there, if any of my peoples are here, y'all go ahead and join me in a few minutes. Y'all still follow Coco though. I appreciate you, Coco, for setting this up anyway. Whenever he answers us, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll set it up for another time because this was a 1 hour, y'all. He's the again
1 hour, bro. That's crazy.
he told us
Yeah.
he told me for 2-3 weeks straight that he will debate me on a formal stage because I keep running away. We set up the formal debate and he flakes out. I don't get it. So if this ever happens again, y'all be ready for that, and I guess I'll see y'all later. All right. I appreciate y'all. Y'all's go ahead and have a good night, and we'll do this later.
Have a good night, Volcy.
Oh yeah, we'll call it. But
Yo,
thank you for showing
Luis,
up,
¿qué
Volcy.
pasa, tío?
What's up?
What's
What
up,
you getting into?
Luis?
Just here with the kids. What y'all up to?
Well, we just witnessed the biggest forfeit
Screaming.
we've ever seen, but no, I'm kidding.
As always, Luis, you know Prince, man, just screaming on TikTok live and shit.
Yeah, you've been aggressive lately, Prince.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really losing my patience with people that are just being dishonest. I like actually, cause like now I understand. Like when I first came on the TikTok panels and people would be like, "Yeah, we've been doing this for years. Like you'll understand what we're talking about." And I didn't know what y'all meant, but that shit gets frustrating.
There's phases to this, man. At first, you're the Christian that's like, y'all relax, calm down. Then you're like, wait, hold up, that's not true. And then you're like, nah, hell no. What did you just say? You're on that stage, and then you come back down.
Yeah, I'm on my coming down stage right now. Truthfully, I haven't crashed out this bad actually in a while. But like I've just never heard a person like a grown ass adult.
We don't gotta do all that. We don't gotta do all that. No, like she's literally sitting in front of us. We don't gotta like insult.
I'm not saying anything bad. She's a grown ass adult.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's all I said.
Okay.
Bro,
Wait, what,
Coco.
who,
Nah, listen. Hold on.
Girl?
Coco, you're afraid I'm going to say something, but I'm usually chill, gang. I just talk like this, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep I'm Switzerland here. Like,
okay,
both you guys are my friends. I'm trying to keep the peace. But with that, guys, okay, the debate didn't happen. It's a forfeit. I'm going to talk to the person. But I guess should I keep going? Should I keep the live going? I guess I'm going to play video games. But yeah, we can talk about anything. But actually, and also all the people who are here who are judges, if we set this debate up for another day, would you still want to be a judge? We could probably like get that going. But
But hopefully, I mean, obviously, I don't know how you can like guarantee that the person will come on time, but I've never seen this happen on your debates. So, you know,
Except for
hopefully
like,
next time he doesn't do that.
it's happened a couple times. Well, it's happened twice with Russell. Russell's just a piece of shit in regards to like showing up to debates. He'll show up like an hour later.
Damn.
Yeah. Russell, we waited for him for like two debates, but
Yeah, that's why I don't do formal debates, man, because it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, but
Yo, B, what's gonna be your argument that you're not a brain in a vat?
That I'm not a brain in a vat.
Yeah.
What's that? Like, lay out the case. Is that a Hershinoff case?
it's like epistemic nihilism type shit.
Okay, what's the case?
What's going to be the argument for you to determine that the experience, your subjective experience, is not that of a brain in a vat being experimented on and having like electricity manipulate the neurons in your brain to give you the feeling of having the subjective experience?
I mean, I'm kind of agnostic on that. I don't really care about the topic. Like, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't really care.
W Prince. That's an easy concession.
I wouldn't say it's a concession.
Yeah,
Like,
Luis,
agnosticism
you're so
definitely
funny,
isn't a
bro.
concession. But
Nah, he's joking.
I
with you.
mean,
if you want to talk about something else,
it's
we
like,
can. If
you
don't
know,
crash out, but
it's like one step short of going outside. That's where you're at right now.
what?
Yeah, you ever like looked out the door and you're like, you know, you're like one step short of going outside. Yeah, you're like heading toward a concession without really saying it.
Well, no, I'm just agnostic on the topic. I haven't read anything
Yeah,
about
that's a
it. I don't
great
really
way to
care
paint
about
it. I would say that too. I'm agnostic, and then just walk away. That's an
Do you know what
easy cop out.
agnosticism is?
Yeah, I'll translate it in my language. I don't give a damn.
Hey, I'm an agnostic
Right.
too.
So I'm not sure how I don't give a damn as I concede, but maybe that translates to your language as well. No?
Yeah, the Luis language.
I'm about to go aggressive, Prince. Watch.
Yeah, look how they both crash out on a woman. Good stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Your mods, by the way.
Always have to use that card. I'm a woman. Don't crash out.
Nah,
I am a woman and you're a man.
Shit. Like,
and
imagine a man was
you can't
arguing and
control
he was
yourself.
like,
Like,
"Oh
that's pretty
wow,
bad.
you're gonna be mean to me because I'm a man." Like that shit would be so corny.
No, it's just like weird, right? You guys brag about, control and emotional awareness and this solipsism stuff, and you're like fucking stronger, but for some reason, like you're just more emotional, and I don't know why. Like it takes three of you.
I'm gonna be honest.
I
would never
It
make
takes
the claim
three of
that I'm.
you to talk to me, and then all three of you crash out. Well, the other guy didn't, but it takes two of you to crash
Brother.
out, and one guy who is at least like legible to have a conversation with me. Like,
Oh, okay. So now I'm not legible. Like you just get to add on.
you didn't know what hylomorphism was. You didn't know what too many thinkers was. You have no
I
idea
didn't know what
personal identity
hylomorphism was
is. Like,
because
no,
I
you're
haven't
not.
read about it and I don't hold the position.
Like,
you
if you
Let me pick a
affirm that
random
souls
word in the
exist-
dictionary and see
That's
if
what
you
I'm
know what it
saying,
means.
and I don't hold the
if you
position
affirm
anyway.
that
So why the
souls
fuck should I know
exist and
something
you
I don't hold to?
subscribe to soul theory, then obviously
Wait.
the case that you've read about souls. Like, hello? This
Nah,
is
you know what's
Aristotle.
hilarious? She was fast as fuck to unmute that shit. She was waiting on it.
Yeah, because
Hey, gang, can I ask you a question? Why should I know about holomorphism just because I affirm a soul? There's
why
other
should you know
views on
about
the soul,
souls
right?
if you affirm soul theory? Good stuff. Yeah, it's a
Nigga,
good
that's the
question.
only soul theory? Are you
Good
actually being
question, buddy.
genuine?
No, it's
Are
just
you
like the
actually being
foundation.
No. Contest the
The
substance. That's the only
foundation. Do
soul
you know who
theory?
Aristotle is?
Duh, I have Aristotelian metaphysics, dumbass.
You
Answer
have
the question.
Aristotelian metaphysics, but you haven't read it. Good stuff.
Answer the question.
Prince, you can't
Do you
be.
hit
Are
yourself
there
in the head
not
with the
other
book, or
soul
what?
theories?
Like,
Are
just
there
so you know,
not
you
other
hit
soul
yourself in the head
theories?
with the book, you don't actually learn
Are
anything.
there
Damn, that's
other
You just get
soul
brain
theories
damage,
or
which
no?
is very evident from talking
Are
to you.
there other
So
soul theories
maybe
or no?
read the book instead
Are
of
there?
hitting yourself with it.
Are
Okay?
there?
What if I ate the book?
Are there?
Yeah,
Yes or
blend it
no?
up and drink it or something. I don't
First
know.
of all, where did I get my Aristotelian metaphysics
You
from?
just
Since
ask
you're
me
claiming
question
I read
after
it from
question
a
after
book.
question. Like,
And
why
you
are you
won't
so
answer
fucking
one, you just
upset?
keep talking shit the
Calm
entire
down.
time. It's actually hilarious.
This is really bad optically, just so you know. Like, you
I don't give a fuck.
look
I don't
stupid.
give a fuck. Answer, like, bro, contest the substance. Answer a question. Stop making positive claims.
What was the question?
What book did I get my Aristotelian metaphysics out of? Can you tell me?
You don't have Aristotelian metaphysics, you fucking
Oh, okay.
idiot.
W positive
That's the
claim,
whole
W,
issue.
W concession.
Right? You're affirming soul theory, but you don't know what
Right.
hylomorphism is. You don't know anything
Right.
about Aristotle's metaphysics. And then
Oh,
for some
okay.
reason you bring up his book.
Do me a favor. Wait, do me a
What's
favor.
going on?
Wait, do
Yo,
me a
B,
favor. Does
do you know
Thomas
what- can
Aquinas
you define
affirm
what-
hylomorphism?
I don't know. I think he's
No,
a
he
Catholic,
doesn't.
so
Dumbass
probably not.
nigga. And I'm a fucking Thomist.
Hey, B, can you define what a wetback is in front of everybody?
Wait,
what?
that's a
If you're
slur.
Yeah, you
No,
can't say
Coco,
that.
stop. B, do you know what a wetback is? Can you define that?
No,
Okay, W.
but
I
apparently
lied.
it's a slur.
You don't know what if you don't know what wetback means, and you can't even have a conversation in this room.
Is that not a slur? Like what?
Yeah, like
How do you use the
what's
English
happening?
language and you don't know that word?
guys,
Literally.
you
Because
okay?
I don't use slurs. Hello, I'm a good person.
Yeah, look, you gotta break
No.
this up. Wait, okay, guys, what the fuck?
I'm just joking, man.
Yo, you guys gotta
I'm
break
sorry,
this
B.
up.
I'm sorry, B. I'm joking.
It's a crazy.
I'm
word.
cosplaying as your favorite atheist.
It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro.
I'm gonna be honest,
Stop the
Coco.
cameras, stop the cameras, stop the
I
cameras.
think the fact that she is getting this reaction out of two separate people, including Luis Prince, you know, maybe we could just hand wave because Prince is the crash out. But I think the fact that
No, I
me and
was-
Luis hold the same perspective.
Wait,
No,
no.
I was literally just testing your little thesis that if you
Our
don't know a
little
word
thesis, yeah, don't make
somehow,
sense.
you're not, relevant.
The issue isn't the
let's say.
word. The issue is the view, right? Like if I were
Right.
to affirm that souls exist, but I haven't read any literature on souls, then that's just confused.
Why do
But-
you keep saying I didn't read literature?
Because the foundational literature of soul theory is going to
So
be
there's only one book for
Aristotle.
soul
Like, what?
theory? There's literally only
What does
one fucking
foundational
book
mean?
for
What
soul
does
theory?
foundational mean?
Gang,
Let's go back to the basics 101.
Gang.
What is foundational?
Claim right now there's only one book for
Yeah,
soul
that's
theory.
just a
Claim it right
dodge.
now.
What does foundational mean?
Claim
Make
it right
America
now.
brown again.
What does
Make your
foundational
claim
mean?
right now. Make the
I'm
claim
black.
right now.
Calm down.
Let's
What
go.
does
Make the claim right now. Make the claim right now because your
What
dumbass
does-
just
yeah,
said some
what
stupid
does
shit. Say it right
foundational
now.
mean? What
Say
does
right now
foundational
there's only one book for
What
soul
does
theory, nigga.
foundational mean?
All right, Prince,
Say
I'm
it.
gonna need you to calm down, son. Okay, take
Oh,
it
God.
down a notch.
A little bit. You have to calm it down, sir.
Okay, so I would talk in a calm manner if I wasn't getting interrupted, right? And we all know this. We all know
To be
Prince is
clear, I
actually.
asked the question before you
Look,
did.
look!
Yeah.
You won't shut the fuck up!
Yeah, Prince is very chill, but also, guys, at this point, it's getting a little bad at hand.
This is really ridiculous. Like what?
Like, we can.
Don't make-
Learn to stop
Maybe call
interrupting
Forrest
because
in
you're a
here.
grown ass
Where's
adult.
Forrest when you need him?
Oh, God, we need Forrest.
Nah, get Forrest in here to fucking I ain't gonna lie, you are a degenerate. Like, there's no way you're an adult
Yeah.
with the same capabilities as me,
Uh-huh.
a brain. You do not have mutual respect.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No,
you
I
did
don't
call-
respect you. I've already
And
said
then
that.
what you do
called
is
me a
you go,
bitch and you called me a
and then
good
you go,
girl. I don't have any respect
look.
for
She
you.
just said I'm bitching, but that's
No, I
misogynistic,
didn't.
right?
I said you
That's
called me a
misogynistic,
bitch,
right?
so I don't respect
Use a
you.
bitch. Use a
You
bitch.
called me a bitch,
You
so I
is.
don't respect
And
you.
your
Here he goes
mama's a
again.
bitch.
Here he
And
goes
your
again.
grandma's
Yeah.
a bitch. And your
Okay,
daughter's
chill,
a
chill,
bitch. If you
Prince,
have
Prince,
one.
Prince.
Fuck is you talking about?
Look, okay, guys. You guys just disagree on a topic, and look, that's fine, but I don't think that's an excuse to start throwing out the misogynistic terms, right? Let's just chill, bro. I get
Bro, she played the I'm a woman card and then used a misogynistic
Yeah,
word.
I know.
against me.
Okay,
I didn't call you a bitch. I said you.
Okay.
I didn't call you a
Golly.
bitch. I
Okay.
said you called me one.
Yeah,
No, you
You
didn't.
would hear
You
that
said
if
you
you
said
were
you're
screaming at the top
bitching.
of
Those are
your
your
lungs.
exact
No,
words.
she didn't say
Take a
that.
deep breath.
I
Let's
heard her.
reset
I
real
heard her.
quick.
She didn't
It's a
say
mod
that.
break. Let's
Yeah.
reset. Let's reset.
Okay, so okay, I think that to be fair, Beep, you were interrupting him, and to
Yeah.
be fair, I think there were some insults thrown on your part, but at the same time, Prince, to be fair, you did call her a good girl and also call her a bitch, and I just think both parties did
I will
something
grant
wrong.
bitch is bad.
Yeah.
I do apologize. That's
Both-
misogynistic. I will not apologize for good girl. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's fine.
But both parties did something bad, but I think at this point we should just agree to disagree. Do we really think we're gonna resolve this in the next 30 minutes of yelling at each other?
I don't even want to have this
We
conversation
can resolve
anymore,
it
but they
not
keep bringing
yelling.
it back up. I've already said I don't want to talk about this because it's clearly too
Then why are
upsetting
you
for
still
him.
here?
Yeah, we can. She's allowed
I'm
to be on the
hanging
panel.
out on the panel. Hello.
Yeah.
You keep talking. Me and Luis
You
was
brought
talking.
it up
and you
again with
butted
your
in.
little buddy. I
Yeah.
wanted to drop this. I told you
Yo,
that we weren't
gang.
going to get anywhere because you were too upset,
Hold-
and you
yo,
decided to
bro.
bring it back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Coco.
Prince.
Yo, Coco.
Prince. You can't talk to your friend about the person that you're not getting along with in front of their face. That's a little bit trifling. That's
Okay,
crazy
okay.
work, bro.
Okay. Maybe you know what, brother? I'm just gonna grant that because I grew up in a different cultural background, I just practice different norms and we can agree to disagree.
What do you mean different cultural background? I'm black.
It doesn't matter about you being black. You didn't grow
You
up where I
sound
grew up.
white.
And you do sound white as shit.
That's a black
I
woman.
don't know what that even means. Like what? I sound white. Good stuff.
Where are you from?
White. Are you listening to my accent? Do I sound white even though I'm brown?
I don't speak like that.
My bad. Let
Where
me go
are you
get my
from?
sheepdog.
Are you from the South or the North?
I'm from the South.
What part?
Why would I tell you what part? Hello?
She's
She
from
doesn't have to
Texas.
I'm
I
not
can
gonna come
tell.
to your state, gang.
I
Texas.
Like,
don't
what are you
care.
talking
I'm not
about?
telling you that.
But it's okay. She doesn't have to. Yeah.
You don't have to, but regardless, you're more than likely not from my state, and then extremely likely not from my city. So that was the point.
Well,
It's
yeah.
different cultures.
I'll actually tell you because I don't really care anymore. I grew up in Atlanta.
Okay.
And then I moved to a more rural part of Georgia, but yeah, probably very different.
I'm from Virginia, so it's definitely much different.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Very white of you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what is funny to me though? A whole lot of people think Virginia is like this white state, and it literally has like one of the highest black populations in Virginia, in the U.S.
I'm from Louisiana. We got Popeyes.
Are you?
No.
Are you from Texas originally, Coco?
Well, I mean, like, I was trying not to say it on stream, but yeah.
Oh,
I'm
my
from
bad,
Texas.
my bad.
No, you're totally good. Yeah, I'm from Texas. I'm in
Wait,
Texas.
yeah, I do want your input, Disciple.
Wait a minute, Coco. You're my neighbor? I'm in
Yeah.
Texas.
I'm in Texas, yeah.
Do you wear boots or no?
No, I'm not a cowboy, but
Man, never mind.
But pause, respectfully, like I grew up watching Footloose, and I was like, dang, maybe I need to get with a country girl and learn how to make square dance. Yo,
yeah, bro.
Swear, wait, no misogyny though, but like it'd be pretty cool to like own a couple horses, you know, peacefully be living in the countryside, square dancing.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, did you just say no misogyny? Just like no,
women are not objects. Like I don't want to be like, you know, women are not objects. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I want to get a country girl and like I like her because of the aesthetic. No, like obviously meet somebody with like a good personality or like.
But that's not misogynistic. You might just like that. That's just normal.
You got it tight, bro.
But
it's a preference.
Not trying to be corny or pick me, but you know.
Nah, you got to be a simp for something.
Hey, CF Jewel, get up here, bro. I'm trying to talk to you, gang. Where the bro? I didn't even see you was in this joint.
Footloose was a very good movie. I really liked Footloose.
Okay, didn't you say you was gonna say something?
But wait, Beep, you were asking Disciple.
Oh man. I mean,
I
thought
wanted
you
their
wanted to
input.
end the convo, but I low-key thought it was interesting. Like, I mean, about the whole soul thing, because maybe you can make a case to say that, like, regardless of animals having like a soul or something like that, you could still obviously observe them suffering, and then some type of suffering can also be entailed from the person who sees that suffering, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know that people in slaughterhouses, for an example, often develop like things like PTSD very commonly. But I mean, at the end of the day, look, this is my problem with arguments like the problem of evil, right? They're never really going to land, because at best what it does is gets the theist to like commit to maybe some type of absurdity, where they're just like, look, there is like some type of answer, you know what I mean, at the end, right? And that's why I think problem of evil most of the time doesn't really work.
I just don't think anybody has sufficient epistemic access to even make a POE claim.
Wait, to be clear, I don't think I made any POE claims either.
No, you did.
Talking about this.
I wasn't saying you were. I wasn't saying you were.
No,
I was
I
just
mean the
saying
Disciple. Like, I don't know if we mentioned that at all, but yeah, good points.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with the problem of evil is always an internal critique, right? So it's either the case that like evil does exist, and you know, I mean, you can say whatever there is. Maybe it's like a deprivation or something
it's
like
God's
that.
fault.
It would just be like, why is that like allowed or something like that? Do you know what I mean? There must be good reason for that to happen, and I think that's what a theist would have to be committed to saying there's good reason for X, Y, Z suffering to occur. It's necessary, and there's an answer.
Yeah, there's a good reason. So y'all don't repeat the damn thing, which y'all
I'm
keep
just gonna
doing
hold
it.
the pro-toto stance.
Crazy word.
You know what I'm saying?
Or what Louise said?
Oh no, nothing. Nothing. It was for something else.
But yeah, I'm just gonna hold to pro-toto goods and evils, and then obviously, yeah, all the ends will justify all the means.
Do you guys just do theism or do you debate other topics?
I dabble in politics. Like,
Oh, don't go there, brother, because you know where we're
I
going
do
to take
philosophy,
this.
but I don't, and morality, but.
I voted for Trump. What do
like
you
the
got to say about
LGBT.
that?
You voted for Trump?
he's not serious about that.
Obviously.
You probably shouldn't vote again.
He's not serious
What?
about that. He's joking.
I said you probably shouldn't vote again.
Why? Give me a good reason.
I don't know if your IQ is high enough to do it. There's like ethical implications when you say that.
Would you like to see my IQ test? We can do a comparison.
No, I don't think it's ethical to engage in that conversation.
But okay, but hold on. So but basically, yeah, like I dabble in philosophy.
Nah,
mainly
she
do,
is
like,
so condescending. That is W rhetoric.
Yeah.
My bad, Coco. I ain't mean to interrupt you. That is just so fucking funny.
No, you're totally good. I dabble in philosophy. I do religion, and I dabble in politics. But I feel like wait, actually, Beep, what do you think about if somebody wanted to get into politics, but they're like late to the game, like they're interested in like modern day politics, but they have to go back and study history? Do you think they could do it?
Yeah, I think that anyone can learn anything. Like for me, I wanted to learn more about history, specifically Black history. So I started watching a ton of YouTube videos about specific incidents, and then like eventually you'll see how they connect. But like I think you're more than smart enough to do that. Like you should absolutely be fine.
Bro,
So
I
much
can't turn my
credibility
camera
on
on to
YouTube.
show my books.
Beep
Prince,
it's
do you
just going
wanna
to be the
drag
case
that
that
out?
Beep has TDS.
You know, Coco, truthfully, I want to drag it out because I'm petty, but not drag it out and crash out. Just drag out.
What is TDS?
What is TDS? Church of the Latter-day Saints? No, that's LDS.
No, that's Trump derangement syndrome. Come on, pay attention here. You're a little slow.
Listen, sir, I don't know if you're making a bit here and you're doing a joke, but it's got to stop, okay? Just cut it out.
She did a pretty good accent. But
No more of this Trump shit. I don't want to hear about that man. You know, he's kind of, you know.
That's a good fella right there. What do you mean?
You think so, right? So you think he's a good feller, but I don't think he's a good feller, which speaks volumes. So maybe don't talk about him anymore.
Yeah, I also speak.
Wait, why does that speak volumes? Why?
There's ethical implications with me answering that question.
But why?
If you think, wait, hold on. If you think Trump is a good person, then you're literally saying that like a schmenophile is a good person, essentially.
Yeah, that's granted.
Yeah.
I don't make claim. I mean, brother, I'm a Christian. All of us are shitty people. Isn't that awesome? I could just make that claim. We're all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Christians?
Do you guys know about what
No, everybody on the planet.
Do you guys know about what Trump said about his daughter on that one show with like that American Idol judge?
What they had in common was sex?
Or no, like the host of that show said like
oh no, it went further. Beat you got to go listen to it on YouTube's.
Stern Howard, something Howard. But basically,
it's Howard Stern.
Yeah, Howard Stern. But basically, like Howard Stern said, your daughter is a nice piece of butt, basically, but the A word, right?
Oh, wow.
And Donald Trump was like, yeah, and like that's recorded.
Wait, did you see the one about where he had her as a baby and he was talking about how she had nice legs as a literal infant?
Oh no, I did not see that one.
He said she has nice legs. She has her mother's legs, wonderful legs and shit.
Yeah, and he also said that like, you know, if she wasn't my daughter, I'd be dating her, and like, yeah, there's been multiple.
Oh, that's crazy. What
Did
the
you see
hell?
the clip where someone asked him what he and Ivanka had in common, and he said sex?
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
All right, folks. This is TDS on display. I'm just letting y'all know.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Prince, you didn't know this? Like, Trump's been saying like pedophile type shit.
I mean, I don't keep up with most of that stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Until recently, like for a majority of my life, I was too busy trying to stay alive to be worried about like the news and shit. But recently, yeah, I've been keeping.
But you know what's annoying though is when look, I'm just gonna be honest here. When I hate when atheist panels are like, these Christians support Trump. They're so disgusting, just like him. I'm like, first of all, shut the hell up because you're generalizing all Christians. If you actually ask Christians. There's a split in the church even today with this like political stuff. We're not all the same. We don't all believe, and yeah, we're gonna call out the disgusting things that Trump has to say. I just like me. I don't give a damn. I lose friends all the time in my personal life and on my Facebook calling that stuff out. And it's from Christians who go to my church. I don't care. Like, you got to shine the light on the stuff that the man is doing and his administration, and not be afraid. It's like, and it is weird because some Christians almost do worship the man, which is really weird. It's like you're violating the "you shall not have any other gods" commandment by doing that.
Oh God.
So you got to call it out, right? So it is a little annoying because people like me and Prince will catch heat from both sides because it's like we're the Christians that are calling it out, but then the atheists are also saying it's y'all's guys' fault for voting to me, and I'm like, we didn't vote for him, FYI. So yeah, keep that generalization to yourself.
The only MAGA I am is make atheism great again.
On God,
Okay.
let's go.
W.
Atheism great again.
Now, Luis,
atheism is already great. What do you mean?
On God, fire, like for real.
Like you saying that and you having contentions with atheism is just pleading into the atheistic worldview. So we're pretty great.
You know what? I'll actually hate on atheists. I think most atheists are confused, and I don't think they make good arguments most of
Wait,
the time.
you haven't heard the ultimate atheism argument that's like undefeatable? It's peak. You haven't heard it?
Nuh-uh.
Run the
I'll
premises.
give you the argument. Yeah, premise 1, if atheism is true, God does not exist. Premise 2, God does not exist. Conclusion, atheism is true. Premise 2 can be swapped out for God or for atheism.
Is this a tag of atheism?
This is clearly the most real and the best argument for atheism. And even if you have a contention with the argument, you're borrowing from the atheistic worldview. So what's the contention with the argument?
Atheist tag.
On God, for real.
Atheist tag. Yep, that's what I just said. Yep.
Wait, it doesn't seem to be that you guys are taking the argument seriously. I'm not sure why that could be the case. It's obviously a very clear argument,
you're a
justified. So.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Actually.
God, okay, they're joking, but
yeah, we are joking.
Was the bitch and good girl stuff also a joke, or?
Oh, the good girl,
Prince.
the good girl. Bro, I apologize that you like took that to heart. I call everyone good boy and good girl.
So does Forrest.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm sorry, bro. It just gets people angry. It's W rage, baby.
Prince is the Forrest of Christianity.
Forrest is Calvinist, Luis. You know what I mean? That's my best buddy. That's my big homie right there.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, he recently was like, yeah, I heard him on the panel that he's agnostic. I was like, what the hell?
Wait,
when did
really?
you start announcing that? He said that on the panel.
Wicked. Luis, I think you might have been right when we talked on the phone that one time.
I told you.
Him becoming cool, you never know.
Do you think Forrest will convert to Christianity? No,
he will eventually.
No, he wouldn't. I mean, Forrest.
That'd be crazy.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Coco? Watch like 5 years from now, you're gonna be on your battles. You're gonna be like introducing Forrest.
Coco's gonna be Christian soon. I forgot, Coco. We supposed to hop on the phone and talk about that shit you said the other day.
Don't give in. No,
there's a lot of explaining that needs to be done. Like a lot that needs to be clarified.
Have you had time to think about some of the shit that we talked about, Coco?
I've sort of thought about it, but
not really.
Don't give in. It's all false. It's not true.
There's a lot.
Listen, Coco.
You don't let Christianity is as true as the moon landing.
Yeah, you're just borrowing from the atheistic worldview when you say that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, try to get past the firmament beep, and then.
Yeah, can you make an argument without stealing from the atheistic worldview?
Yeah, did atheismo say that he created the firmament? Nah, Yahweh did.
Nope.
Okay, again, that's stealing from the atheistic worldview. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Isaac Newton about you.
Atheism 1, Christian 0,
Can
or
you bridge
negative
that gap for me?
2 million, I think. That's how many people got killed. 2 million.
Oh God, we just knowledge gapped the theist.
You know what? If Isaac Newton's the most brilliant man that ever existed and he believes in God, so do I. There you go.
Wait, does he? Wait, actually,
yeah.
I'm stupid.
He actually is, bro. Yeah, like if you do a comparison, if you do Isaac Newton, if you do a comparison on what this dude did before.
Oh, he's the smartest man of all time. For sure.
Yes, dude. He is off the charts, bro.
Or actually, no. There's this other dude, not Isaac Newton. It's the guy who literally created, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He created so much of math that they gave the second people that discovered what he discovered first the title of it. because he had discovered everything. I can't think of his name.
But you don't think that God will let you go into heaven because you believe in him because Isaac Newton did, right? Like,
yeah, he'll be like, you know, Isaac Newton's cool with me. Let's go, Lewis. Good job, son. I'm gonna be like, yes, that's why I believed.
Hey man, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I'm pretty sure Isaac Newton said some shit like that.
Yeah. Isaac Newton was a Christian. I did search it up. That's crazy work.
So was Schmittler. I mean, this doesn't really mean anything.
No, he wasn't. That's
literally had a
verifiably
cross
not
on
true.
the Nazi bells.
Hey, K-Miz, you want to know something funny that I learned the other day?
What? I'm wearing a cross, so that makes me a Christian.
Darwin started evolution to disprove Christianity after he like fell out of the Catholic Church. I didn't know that.
Well, so that's just like fallacious to say, oh no, these people weren't a Christian, but these people were. Like, come on, bro.
Well, also wait,
true Scotsman, like, come on, bro. Who's your representative? Who runs this establishment? Like, who sends you here? Like, who do you speak
The fact that you said Hitler's a Christian just shows me how naive you are when it comes to history.
Yeah,
like, I'm
do
not
you
even
have
joking.
facts to prove it otherwise?
Yeah, wearing a cross is not facts.
Have you guys
read?
Okay, to be clear, wearing a cross is not facts. Is not a fact about Hitler not being a Christian.
It isn't a fact. You're the one who pointed that out.
So you don't have facts.
He's got a
that Hitler
cross,
wasn't
so he's a Christian.
Have you
You're
guys
making
read?
To my argument is not a fact.
Have you guys
Hold on,
read Mein Kampf?
I read parts of it.
Yeah, I read parts of it, not all of it.
The autobiography of Hitler, basically. But you know.
Yeah. I've seen Boy in the Striped Pajamas, man. I know everything.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Boy
I
in the
think I
Striped.
watched that movie. It was pretty good. But like, you know, sad. The Holocaust is sad, but like it was a good movie.
Nah, great movie, yeah.
So my co-founder, he's Jewish. His grandfather was in the Holocaust, and
that's crazy.
We're not that far removed, right, from it.
Yeah.
No, we're really not. And like this stuff, man, it's like insane. Like what this man did to the Jewish people. Like the fact there's people who deny that it even happened is just crazy work.
They're on TikTok,
right?
Holocaust deniers.
Do you guys think that slavery, like chattel slavery, was worse than the Holocaust?
I don't do comparisons like that. I think that's just stupid.
But like low key, did it last?
It absolutely was, bro.
Yeah, it lasted longer. Yeah, and like
no, I get it.
Oh, I could grant.
Yeah, no, I could get it. But then check this out, Coco.
Yeah.
You could also say that there was 10 million that were brought across through the transatlantic slave trade, right?
Yeah.
Then I could also say, well, my people suffered worse than Africans because the indigenous people. You know how many casualties there were?
Native Americans. Yeah, there was a shit ton.
I could say the same thing as a Puerto Rican.
50 million. So I could say that too, but I don't because I think it's dumb to like compare who was damaged the most. We were all hurt by colonialism, right? So I just wouldn't even make that comparison because
one of my ancestors was an Amalekite.
Wait,
you think slaves suffered more than them?
I don't understand. Like, wait, like I don't want you to think that I'm being rude when I say this, but like
you probably are.
Yeah, I mean, if you take it that way, like I really hope that you don't, because I don't mean it to be rude, but like genuinely, if Christianity was a part of colonialism and you're Native American and you reject colonialism, but you don't reject Christianity, like how do you deal with like, do you ever feel any kind of way about that or?
Oh, that's not disrespectful at all. I was thinking you were going to say something else. No, that's not disrespectful at all. No, because like I take it that when I read the New Testament and I read what Jesus says and I look at what the colonists did, they just don't match up in my opinion. So I just take it that they were not practicing what Christ was teaching. So for me, when I follow Christ, I'm not following the colonialists who didn't, in my opinion, showcase those teachings. So I follow Christ himself. But I get what you're saying though, because there is sort of a stain on Christianity because of all of the stuff that they justified, right? So like I don't ever run away from that. They absolutely said God said this or God told me to do that. I don't run away from that. It's just a fact, right? You just have to deal with it.
This kind of, in my opinion, creates a problem, right? Where you say that you follow Jesus and you follow Jesus's word. But like we said earlier, right, with the Schmittler case, like obviously a lot of Christians will deny that, oh, they weren't following the Bible properly, so they weren't actually a Christian, or they weren't this or they weren't that. But like, who is the true Scotsman, right? Like, who is actually representing here? How many times can we deny the representatives? And how many times can we justify the awful things that these representatives have done in the name of not being a representative? Like, how far does this go?
Yeah, but I think that's true for like a lot of other religions or belief systems as well across the world. Like, I take it that the ugly that we see across humanity is just, it's part of our nature, and we just find a reason to justify whether it's Jesus or Muhammad or whoever else or whatever else you want to pick. I just take it that humans have this innate ability to just be evil, and then find a justification for it. So, me personally, I see it this way. I wouldn't blame you for something Prince did. So if I look at Jesus himself as a person and individual, I do not reference like their behavior to what Jesus is or who he is.
Well,
so that's why I don't have an issue with it.
That's not analogous, and I'll tell you why, right? That would be like
It
me
might not be to
creating-
you, but that's just
well,
how
it's
I
just
hold
not
to
in
it.
principle, right? Like, let's say that, I know everything and I am the creator of everything and I'm the most powerful entity in the universe and no other entity can define me or fight me or anything, right? If I create an entity knowing that they're going to do awful things in the name of me, right? And I'm aware of these things that they're going to do, there obviously seems to be some causation here, as well as at least some foreseeability. So it's just not going to be symmetrical with the Prince example.
Yeah, I disagree. I mean,
Okay, what do you mean? Like, how is that analogous?
yeah, well, my analogy is more so that you could understand how I reconcile, right, how his followers have behaved with the actual person of Jesus, right? And so I'm not saying that so let me just clarify. Are you saying, so I can understand you, if God foreknew that his representatives or just people in general would do these things, then somehow he's to blame?
Well, no, what I'm saying is that God had some responsibility for the evil actions in history, and the representation. And unless you deny that God is all good, which
Wait,
could
are
be
you
separated
saying
from God.
knowledge equals causation?
Right. That's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to get
Foreknowledge to an extent, yeah.
Can you
But
Okay,
the
so
other
hold
thing
on.
here that's
Hold
playing
on,
into
Prince.
this is, hold on, the other issue here is the omni properties that God possesses, right? As human beings, we don't possess any omni properties. We don't have ultimate knowledge. We don't have ultimate power. We don't have ultimate anything, right? We're beings, right? And so we have this human condition where the responsibility would not add up if, I did something or you did something and that causal chain existed. Obviously with God, right, he doesn't get that cutout. Like, he created everything. He destroys whatever he wants. He's the most powerful, most ultimate being in the universe. So obviously he's responsible for the awful things in the universe. Like, hello?
So I'm going to give this to you, even though you're going to say it's not analogous. Are you a parent, by the way?
No, God, no.
Okay, so you won't understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, as a parent, I knew when I had my children and I brought them to this world, even though I don't have like complete knowledge like God, I did to a degree know enough, right, that at some point they're going to do something that is not moral or not good. Okay. So I had some sort of foreknowledge, yet I brought them into this world, right? So would you say that your parents, are to blame for your actions and what you've done?
I have a better question. Your parents knew, given the way that history is gone, that people pass away, and they gave birth to you knowing that you would pass away. Are they to blame for you passing away?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how you take it, right? So I'm kind of looking at it from a more antinatalist perspective because I am one. For the first question that was asked, no, I wouldn't say that they're responsible, but obviously you called it like it's not symmetrical to God at all. And if you want me to demonstrate that, I can. And then the second question, yeah, my parents are responsible for my death. If death is part of the human condition and my parents decided to bring me into sentience, knowing I would experience these human conditions, they're responsible for that. Yeah.
That's crazy. You would genuinely consider, do you really, like,
That's
okay.
insane.
I wouldn't say
Wait.
they killed me. Now that's different, right? But they're responsible ultimately for my life and my death. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're responsible for all the bad actions that you take too then?
No, I answered that question separately.
No, that's see, now you're trying to skirt around the thing.
Wait, yeah, that's
because-
interesting. How can you
What is
separate?
what is the contradiction?
Yeah, there's a contradiction because you're saying that because God knew we would do something, that somehow he's responsible.
Yeah.
You don't have to have complete knowledge of the exact things that someone's going to do. You just have to know that they're going to possibly do them, and it's likely that they are. If you're going to be a parent, you know that your kid at some point
Are
is
you
going to do
never going to
something
give birth to a
immoral.
child, Beep?
No, I think having kids is immoral.
I'm not.
Well, I
either.
know that. I know what anti-natalism is, but
So why would you ask me that? What the fuck?
you don't think your opinion would ever change?
No, I would never have a child. I think it's immoral. I think it's comparable to some of the worst things in this world is having kids.
That's crazy.
I'm not.
But
I'm
to
not
answer your
having
question,
kids
or I
either.
guess this isn't like an answer. This is a question. Like, do you think that God is like all knowing, all loving, all powerful? Like, what properties does he have?
No, he doesn't love all things. He doesn't love evil. He doesn't
John
love. Yeah, there's certain
3:16.
things he doesn't love.
Well, no, obviously, but like it depends. Okay, I would just take all loving to be like maximally opposed to evil. Would he be maximally opposed to evil?
Mm. Mm. I'm unsure about that, truthfully.
I mean, I can give you an answer based off of like some of the debates that I've had.
Yeah,
But I kind of want to hear. I
agree
kind of want to
with
hear
you.
their answer, or specifically Lewis' answer.
You really want one with me, huh?
Yeah, I want to debate whoever's willing to debate. I disagree with
I'm
the
not-
proposition.
Yeah, I'm not your like I'm not a Phil bro, but let's go. Yeah, I would say that. That's a good question because I'm a compatibilist, and so if he allows evil to some degree, he must think that
It's permissible, right? Exactly. That's the issue here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine if you want to say that he's not all loving or all good, right? But then we'd have an issue about why we ought follow his word, and we can talk about that. But if you want to say that he is all good and propose another definition of what it means to be all good, or agree with mine, then there would be issues, right?
My problem is that when you claim, like when you make the claim that if God was maximally opposed to evil, that he would then as such act instantly, that's my problem.
I didn't make the claim that he would act instantly.
Well, I think that's like kind of what's entailed by what you're getting at, right?
Okay, where is that entailed?
When you're asking, given these qualities, why, like what you're basically getting at is given these qualities, especially the fact that God should be maximally against evil or maximally opposed to evil, that evil shouldn't exist given that he's all powerful, right? That's what you're getting at.
Well, yeah, that's just true, right?
Yeah, that's what's
It
entailed
would
by
be
what you're
error.
saying.
It would be an error if
So-
he
so
were to
that's-
affirm that God is maximally opposed to
that's-
evil, but for some reason evil exists in a world in which he's the most powerful entity and has the power to change anything. Then one of these two things is not true. He's either not all knowing or all powerful or all loving. So
I literally just said that. I don't know why. Okay, so I got on the same page with you.
I'm agreeing with you. Calm down.
I got on the same page with you
Yeah,
because
I'm agreeing with you. Hello. Like, you're good.
I got
Oh
on
my
the same
God.
page with you because you're leaving out other properties. For example, all knowing, and again, other qualities of all loving. So, for example, if we were to
He's
say
all
that,
just, baby.
and all just, so if God, we were to say that, I mean, most Christians would grant that the purpose of this creation and the way that it has gone is for God to create beings that would have the ability to freely choose him.
Mm-hmm.
When you make the claim that if God is maximally opposed to evil, he would then get rid of all of those beings. At what point should he have done that? Should he have done it with the flood? Well, that's a problem. Should he have done it at the beginning of time with Adam and Eve and been like, oh, you did evil, cease to exist? Then none of us would exist.
Well, yeah. So number one, right? If you have an issue with the way that I defined all good, then you can bring that up and we can have a different working definition. Then yeah, if he's all good and maximally opposed to evil, as I proposed, right? And he's also all powerful and all knowing, these are like the common properties that are associated with God, then he would have to have not created Adam and Eve to eat the apple. And this causal chain would have been destroyed, right? Like, yeah, that would be a responsibility.
What I was trying to get at was that you're claiming that you as a being who doesn't have access to any of those qualities would have epistemic access to what a being with those qualities would do if he was maximally opposed to evil.
Well, can God break the laws of logic?
Ma'am, can I finish my sentence? Lord have mercy.
Like
I'm actually being cool with you because this is a good conversation. So
You're
please, like, fuck her. Like, damn, gang. I also have memory issues. That's why I hate when people interrupt me. I can't remember shit sometimes. Fuck you. I lost my train of thought. I have short-term memory loss.
Well, that's fine. Well, I'll ask you a question. So, can God break the laws of logic?
No.
Okay, so
The laws of
he
logic
can't
are
break the
grounded
law
in
of
his nature.
non-contradiction, right? So obviously he can't be maximally opposed to evil and also create evil, because then he would be breaking the law of
Wait,
logic.
when did God create evil?
He created human beings, by extension
But-
creating evil, because he had the foreseeability that this is what would happen. Hello?
Can you correlate those two, please? That creating human beings who have the capability to do evil is him creating evil.
Does God know everything?
Bro, first of all, okay. I take that God is all knowing in the sense that his knowledge is prima facie and he exists outside of time.
His knowledge is at its face. What the hell does that mean?
That he's outside of time, he exists outside of time, and so
That's
he knows
not
all
what
things.
his knowledge
because
is prima facie means. What do you mean by that?
Yo, are you gonna fucking let me talk? So I'm actually starting to get tight.
I'm
I
asking
let
a
you
clarifying
finish yours.
question.
I let you finish your sentences. Please let me finish my sentences. I don't know how you're gonna tell me my fucking framework when I claim that God's knowledge is prima facie. It's gonna be that at face value, outside of time, he sees all events. He knows all events. He has access to all knowledge sets of the universe. Prima facie.
I think we need to clarify the definition of prima facie.
Like, hello? Like, that's not what prima facie means, but that's fine. Okay,
Okay.
like that doesn't work in
Prima
that context.
facie is a Latin term meaning at first sight or on its face. That's exactly what the fuck I just said. Like,
Right,
please
but
stop
in
trying
that
to
context,
please
it
stop trying to
doesn't work.
intellectually have a dick measuring contest with me like I'm stupid, my nigga.
Well, it's obviously bigger. We all know this, so
Right.
it's fine. There's no
Okay.
contest here. But
I'm
You're
sure.
so misogynistic.
listen,
Pete.
listen.
you really
Like,
are.
the issue is, okay, I just had an issue with you using that word because, like, just don't use that in the future, bro. People will clown you for
Bro,
saying
my
that.
nigga,
But,
stop telling me what to do. I'm a Thomist.
okay,
This is
okay,
my
if you-
fucking framework.
If you want to get clowned, that's fine, right? So if God has
So show me the
epistemic knowledge,
contradiction and
if
stop
God
fucking
has,
rhetoric.
yeah, here you
Like,
go.
stop giving
If
me rhetoric
God
and give
has
substance.
epistemic knowledge to all things, right, and he's all knowing as you define him to be, then he would probably know
How do
that the
you
humans
determine what an
Here he
all-knowing being
goes.
is?
I'm working under your framework. Relax.
No,
The
you're not,
misandry
because
on
I
this
just
panel
said
is
it's prima
crazy.
facie, nigga.
Here he goes, bro.
The
Like,
misandry
yo,
on this
you're
panel is
so
crazy.
fucking annoying. Genuinely, this is so dishonest. Nigga, I said it's prima facie. You're not working under my framework. You fucking dumbass.
I literally just worked under your framework.
No, the fuck
I'm
you
using,
didn't.
I'm using the
I said
definitions
it's
you're
prima
using.
facie, nigga.
That's right, and I'm using the definition that you gave. Do you want to calm
Okay,
down, or do you
okay.
want to keep
If
crashing
you
out?
fucking strawman me again, I'm genuinely gonna call you
What was the
an
straw man?
infinite number of slurs. No bullshit.
What was the straw man? To be clear,
Say what you were saying, bro. Before I
what was
start
the
cursing
straw
you out.
man?
You're
Oh, boy who
fatiguing.
cried
You're
wolf. Good
fatiguing the
stuff.
fuck
Don't
out
cry
of me.
wolf again. Okay, it
You're
makes you look
fatiguing the
stupid.
fuck out of me.
Okay, so after that interruption, that was very unnecessary.
Bro, keep
right?
talking like a
If
good
he's
girl,
saying,
please.
yeah, there he goes again. Good stuff.
Yep.
So if he's saying that, God is all knowing, I'm not sure why the question here is, if God had knowledge that people would create evil, how is he responsible?
What's your
Do you want to
definition of all
rethink
knowing?
that?
What's your
definition,
of all knowing?
fucking idiot. I'm using your definition. You're
Just
not
tell me what it
tracking or
is.
what?
Tell me what
Your
it is, you
definition is that
fucking
prima
idiot.
facie, he's outside of space and time, which
And
means
so
that
he
he
has
knows everything
access to all
outside of
knowledge
space
sets
and
of the
time
universe
and has
at
access
face
to all
value.
epistemic
Yes.
knowledge and truth of the universe.
Yes. Now show me the contradiction, you fucking dipshit.
I'm trying to explain it to you. If you'd shut your fat lips for a second, you'd be able to catch it.
You're literally
So,
black, but I have
yeah,
that.
again.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
He
That's
said
fine.
that.
So again, right? You are claiming that he would somehow not have responsibility for the evil that exists in this world, despite having your definition of all knowing properties,
you're
right?
literally
And I'm
stupid.
trying to explain to you how that's not the case. Do you want to
You're actually
respond?
stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't explain shit, nigga. You're just repeating the same fucking claim.
What are you confused about? Maybe it can help.
Yo, Coco, are you listening or am I like? Because on God, I damn near think I should just disengage because this nigga's so dishonest.
What was
Still man my
dishonest, right?
fucking position.
I think
No bullshit.
you're the one being dishonest because you said
Still
that I
man my
straw manned
position,
you.
bro.
You weren't able to display the straw man.
Still man
You've
my
named
position,
multiple
please.
fallacies throughout the course of our conversation, but
Okay,
you weren't
whatever you
able to
say. Still man my
substantiate the
position.
fallacies that I supposedly committed, which is dishonest, right?
Can you
So I
still
don't
man my
think that I'm the one
position?
being dishonest. Like I
Can
need
you
you to
still man my
relax.
position?
Yeah, your position is that okay. I'll assume in your position on all knowing, right? Because I was having a conversation with
Just
the person
all
before
knowing.
you, right? So you're saying that all knowing translates to having total epistemic knowledge outside of space and time, right? That we cannot comprehend prima facie, in your words, right? Of everything, right? So he's outside of space, he's outside of time. He completely thinks on a different timing than we do. We don't operate under the same system. He knows everything, anything to know. He knows all truths. He knows all falsities.
Have you ever read on Actus Purus?
On what?
Actus Purus.
No.
Okay, that's the confusion.
How was my steel man, by the way? Was it actually a
It
straw man, or
wasn't.
did I
It
actually
was-
hear what you
it
said when
was-
you were
it
yelling?
was- Wait, what? Say it again.
Yeah, did I straw man you, or did I actually
Yeah.
listen to what you said? What was the straw man?
You okay. Because after you think that you repeated my stance on him being all knowing, you then went, okay, that means if he's all powerful, blah, 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 you then repeated the same claim. That's a straw man. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, what did I straw man? No, matter of fact, what does it mean
I
to straw
literally
man
just
someone?
told you you're
What does it
building up
mean
an
to straw man
argument that
someone?
I didn't make. That's what a straw man is.
Like, I'm actually starting
Like,
to
stop
think that
trying to
you're
act
just,
like I'm stupid, my
handicapped.
nigga. Like,
You
you're about
kind
to
of
piss
are.
me
I think
off.
you
This shit
are.
is so fucking annoying.
I genuinely think you are, bro.
I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I make more money than you. I'm in college getting a better degree
Here he
than
goes
you.
with the
I have a
money. Like,
higher
no one
IQ
cares.
than you. Like, nigga, I'm literally by
Did
all
he just say
objective
he's cuter
standards
than me?
smart.
Hello? Who's
My
gonna be the man?
IQ
Like,
is
who's gonna be
higher
the
than
man, bro?
yours, nigga, is what I said. My IQ.
Oh, I'm
You
sure, yeah.
fucking idiot.
That's very evident, yeah.
So by all objective standards, I'm quite literally smarter than you, dipshit. Stop doing
Yeah.
this dick measuring
That's
contest.
right.
Because we can just do rhetoric, but I'm actually just trying to have a fucking
I'm not
conversation.
even being rhetorical.
I don't
like,
know.
I'm just being honest
Yo, my
with
nigga.
you.
Can you have mutual respect? Otherwise, I'm just
I
gonna
don't
stop
respect
engaging,
you.
'cause
I
you're
told
so
you this
fucking
before.
annoying.
You're a misogynist.
I don't
You're
give a
an awful person.
nigga.
I don't respect you.
I'm not a misogynist, dipshit.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Coco, am I a misogynist? K-Miz, am I a misogynist? I wish Missy was here. Who's
Yeah, ask the men what they
resident
think
woman.
instead of asking
Am
the
I a
woman.
fucking misogynist,
right?
my
Yeah,
nigga?
makes total sense. Good stuff.
What did you say, dumbass bitch?
There we go. See? Total
Right.
misogynist.
What did you just say?
Wait, you can't
Say it
Total
again.
misogynist, see?
Say it again.
I said
Say it
it
again.
makes total sense for you to ask the men what they think about your misogyny as
And
opposed
then
to the
if you would,
woman who would know better than
shut your
anyone
dick
else.
sucker, I said if Missy,
See?
the resident woman, was here,
Yeah.
she would tell you I'm not misogynist. Thank you.
You're just so easy to make angry. It's crazy.
I'm angry
not
all the
even being
time,
bad
nigga.
faith,
I'm the
like,
Hulk.
I'm not even being
literally the Hulk.
rhetorical.
I'm angry every second of every day.
I
You're
just
not
think
doing
that's like
shit.
a
You didn't
reflection of
accomplish
your,
shit.
your
I'm angry
very
all the
low
time.